Starcraft calling from the void, young and old gamers deployed. FSL battles in the night, Team League warriors take flight. Terran cell it ready to strike, Surdling swarm under moonlight. Protoss eyes bright as gold, legend stories brave and bold. Charge the fields ready to fight, masters of the star shining bright. In the game we find our light, high hearts burning through the night. Terran cell it ready to strike, masters of the star shining bright. In the game we find our light, high hearts burning through the night. Structures rise, defenses fall. Victory sweet, we answer the call. Tactics sharp and plans precise. We face our fate, roll the dice. Intense drumming, the heartbeat sink. Pop punk screaming on the brink. Tension builds with each move. Proving battles we improve. Charge the fields ready to fight. Masters of the star shining bright. In the game we find our light. High hearts burning through the night. Turn sailor ready to strike, masters of the star shining bright. In the game we find our light, high hearts burning through the night. High hearts burning through the night. Intense drumming, a heartbeat sink. Pop punk screaming on the brink. Tension builds with each move. Proving battles we improve. Charge the fields ready to fight. Masters of the star shining bright. In the game we find our light. High hearts burning through the night. Turn sailor ready to strike. Masters of the star shining bright. In the game we find our light. High hearts burning through the night. High hearts burning through the night. High hearts through the night.
Hey, right, guys, what's up? What is
Yo.
up? We are live. Hyperturtle is not casting tonight. He's a little bit busy, but I got Nachos here and Instability. How you
Yeah.
guys doing?
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Outstanding.
outstanding. It's to be Instability's debut to cast with us. I think we also have Chin Pone that will be helping cast as well. And this is the matchup that we're gonna be showing up. All these Code A matchups. What do you guys think? I mean, you're playing in it, Nachos.
Yeah. I do have my work cut out. It's good to be in Code A. I'm looking forward to tonight. Yeah, it is a really tough matchup. Regrets his reputation is well deserved. It's going to be a really challenging matchup, but I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly,
well,
I'm a
go
bit
ahead,
surprised
Instability.
to see. I'm a bit surprised to see Regret in a Code A match because I remember he used to beat me in Code S. So
Was he in Code S? I don't remember if he was in Code S. Was he in Code S?
yeah, if I remember correctly, he cheesed me and I died. I wasn't exactly happy about it. I think it was my first
Yeah.
loss.
I see. I don't remember it. It's been 8 years of FSL. He has been out for 3-4 seasons, but you know what they say about this code S, code A, code B for FSL, right? You keep moving up until you get stomped, right?
Yeah.
So, although he's probably my favorite in code A, along with who do you guys favorite here? Nachos, I know you don't favor yourself, but who do you favor to win this whole code A thing here?
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna say it from a personal standpoint.
Sure.
I either pick Hyper Turtle or Reverent Rage.
Oh,
Those two
nice.
guys. Every time I'm matched up against them, it's 0-2, 0-2, 0-2.
0-2. So
Straight
based on
up.
your
Yeah.
you playing them, and
Yeah.
let me re-ask this too, and I think I already got her answer here. Instability. Who do you favor to win? You know, maybe even the top 2 here for the finals, based on the brackets here.
It's difficult to tell. I guess if you're asking who I think will be in the finals, I think Hyper Turtle might win the upper bracket, and I'm not sure about the lower bracket. Maybe Regret, maybe the Archaic.
Yeah, and maybe Cyan
Nice.
kind of gets back into code. He was at code S, and you know he was one of my first adjustments, but he's good enough, right? So
I think-
Well,
yeah, that's
in case in point, Cyan, he went in the times that we've asked him to step up to Code S.
yeah,
He's taken one game from those matchups.
yeah, he's good enough.
Yup.
He's good enough for sure.
Good enough. Heck yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually a competitive code A, even though yeah, maybe a couple of them have been in code S before, right? But you know, I think almost everyone here can provide an upset. The newest person here would be Chin Pon, who's from code B, so he's got his hands full, along with you, Nachos.
So,
Yep.
I've been in Code A before, but I just got wrecked.
Yeah, you're back in there now. Let's see how you do. You're in there. You qualified as a code B champion again. So, yeah, we have Chimpone off camera. Chimpone, what are your thoughts, real quick, before we get started with this first match here?
3 most likely people to get into the finals are Regret, the Archaic, and Little Reaper.
Nice.
I mean, it might maybe also Hyper Turtle in there, because I think he beat Little Reaper. But I haven't really seen.
Hey, so this code A is really competitive, to be honest. All right, well, you know what? Let's get our game started here. We got Regret and Nachos, correct?
Yeah.
We just need Regret on the camera so we can get him started.
He is in lobby too. But he also
right,
he jumped out of the party online, and I'm sending him an invite. But he's not...
I brought him into Discord right now.
Very
And
cool.
let's get him on. Regret, you on? Testing 1, 2, 3. I don't have him on camera yet though. And let's see. As far as the party, yeah, maybe he's having a. I see him on. I can't add him to the party for some reason. So maybe he's having some BattleNet issues here.
Oh, I tried to send him an invite, but yeah.
Okay. Well,
He's in the. Oh,
he's in the channel now. He's on Discord channel. He should be able to.
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
us.
I see him.
Regret. Can you hear us? Hello, Regrets. Maybe he's AFK for a second. All right. Well, while we're doing that, let's talk about this other matchup. Let's go matchup by matchup, right? Why don't we do that really quick? So, Hyper Turtle Chinpones. Chinpone, you're the Code B champion. You're getting back into Code A. You said yourself when you played there, you said you got stomped. So, you're playing the #1 seed, Hyper Turtle, right? So, do you feel it's a little bit different now? I mean, I'm sure you are better because you did get to gold. What are your feelings for tonight? Well, I don't know if you're playing tonight, but
Yeah, I think Hyper Turtle is. But so it's definitely gonna go better than last time, as I am not going to be playing directly off a tempo song tonight. Well,
yeah,
whenever I play, as that was what I was doing whenever I was playing.
cool. Yeah,
so,
you're a bit better now. So
yeah, definitely a lot better. Also, I wasn't playing in a different language. but I'm much better now than I am. I think my reflexes just got much better, my speed in general.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
reaction time, my micro, everything. has
Alright,
gotten
well,
much
good. We heard from you directly. Hypertroll's not here right now, but he plans on hopping on. I wasn't sure. And the next one here, Revenant Rage, Little Reaper. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Because they played each other, and it was an ace match, and Little Reaper took him.
Hey, yeah, I totally missed that. Yeah, I would have given that to Rage, man. I don't know. I expected a best of three. Best of three. It's going to come. I think they're going to take it to the ace. So it's gonna decide on that last game. I'm
Yeah.
confident. I think Reverent Rage is an excellent competitor.
So you expect
Little
2-1.
Reaper is yeah. It's gonna be 2-1. Yeah.
2-1. Okay, gotcha. I feel like it's, and I'm not being biased here, just because I've seen them both play. I'm saying 2-1, Little Reaper, maybe even 2-0 if he's on form. That's the key, right? If he's on form, he can beat like almost everyone here.
Yeah,
maybe not
I
Regret.
definitely favor Little Reaper.
Yeah, his stability favors Little Reaper. Tell us why you think that way.
Mainly just because, I mean, he's in Diamond now, right? Like, I think he's probably the highest ranked Code A player at the moment. And
Is he?
also,
I thought it'd be Regret the number one rank, highest.
Yeah. Regret's
I heard
Diamond too.
Regret fell like into Platinum or something, but I could be wrong.
Okay, they're telling me that Regret is still in Diamond. He's in Diamond. He's
Yeah.
Diamond 2. So yeah, he's highly high up there. So, but
well,
anyway, you have a good point though about Little Reaper at one point reaching Diamond, right? When he's in form, but when he's not in form, he's probably low plat or something. Who knows, right? So you have a good point there in stability. So you favor.
so he just needs to lock in.
Yeah, he just needs to lock in. That's a good point. And that's the Little Reaper Revenant Rage. That can go 2-1 either way, or 2-0 Little Reaper is my feeling, unless Revenant Rage is on point also. And so let's see. The next match there is Regret Nachos. And Nachos, you already said there that you're highly the underdog, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but just like 15, so you can take your time.
I hear Regret's mic is on. So I just don't see
Yeah.
him. I just texted him because I know his dad's number, so I'm calling him now. So Regret and Nachos, Regret's highly favored there. Well, this is not your real interview, but just kind of like cool. We're excited to
okay.
see how you guys play. Now let's move on to the next one, the Archaic Cyan.
Yeah, Archaic just told me he regrets having a small emergency. He'll be back on in about 15 minutes.
I see.
So
I see,
our match is going to be
I
yeah.
see.
Ours
That's
is delayed
totally
15.
Okay, well that's okay. And then what we're just that could be the next match here is the Archaic Cyan. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I think the Archaic has it, like 2-1.
You think Archaic 2-1? Those two have
But-
played a lot, and it's been
Yeah.
close. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
Archaic Cyan, yeah.
It's either gonna be like Archaic 2-1 or Cyan like even 2-0. I'm not sure. Like,
Depends on how good Cyan's
either way.
feeling,
Yeah.
right?
Although as he
Yeah.
said, he hasn't played in a while, so
Yeah. That's the thing
But
with
like-
FSL too, right? It's just people aren't like consistently playing. Sometimes you don't really know what form they're in just because we're a casual league.
Yeah.
So you kind of go by their peak and probable form. So this is why we kind of, when we say like the best example there is Little Reaper. When he's peak form, I feel like he can beat most of these guys, right? But when he's not, he can lose to anybody here, right? So that's a perfect example. The Archaic actually has the Little Reaper's number. He has not lost to the Little Reaper. So
Is there KJ? Is there like a either on Liquipedia or just in our personal notes? Do we have like all-time matchups?
yeah,
I love it.
Vales
When we
has
watch GFL, yeah. Okay,
Vales
Vales,
has
I'll
that.
hit up
We,
Vales.
you need to add that to
Oh.
our production. Basically, he has
Heck
a
yeah.
database of all the matches. He kind of
Lifetime.
when he went using Liquipedia. I need to put that in the database. Actually, even
Perfect.
Matheson has it too. So if you actually type on the channel, like head to head,
Uh-huh.
right? I think I'll try it now. I'll type it on channel. Head to head, Cyan, the archaic. Let's see if that's in there. Oh, well, it has to be the correct
Oh.
name too, right? So head to head. Let's pick someone that we know is correct. Cyan Little Reaper. Because it uses their real name. So there you go. See, you can see on the chat, it says Little Reaper is actually 9-1 against Cyan in all-time matches.
That's what Cyan said. We were talking right before you pulled this in. He was like, I think I have won one game off him. So Cyan was well aware of the matchup.
Yeah.
for
So that's the
real.
cool thing about this Mats. You can use that. Now we don't put that in production. We probably should have something, but just because the way we are, right, it's a little tough. So
Yeah.
then there's people that have never played each other, and you'll be those that you'll try playing these guys for the very first time as you moved up, right? Same
Yeah,
thing with
for sure,
Chimpone
for
too.
sure.
So okay, well he has 15 minutes. Then we have time. Maybe we should bring in Cyan so we can get his interviews in too, if he's available. We can talk to him. Oh yeah, he's in. He's in the
Yeah,
thing.
he's been. Yeah.
Let's go. Cyan, you on? Testing 1 2 3. I'm putting you on the camera now.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's dark. How you feeling, man? You're playing tonight.
Not feeling good about playing because I saw the matchup against Archaic, so I don't like that. Another mirror matchup, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
You guys played each other a lot in many seasons,
Yeah, I think it's usually always 2-1 or something like
It's
that.
pretty close though. I
Get
think
them.
between you two, you guys match up really well.
So if I can hold any kind of cheese that he has, might stand a chance. I don't plan on cheesing tonight, depending on the map, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Yep. There you go. So, okay, are you how much playing have you done? How much prep?
Oh, 0.
0.
Actually-
Wow. We know who to favor
actually
now.
Yeah, I actually gave my computer to our youngest daughter, so I haven't had a computer.
So you have a new computer.
Bro.
Yeah, so I'm in the market for another computer now.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
I see. All right. Well, this is the playoffs, so you have, if you lose, you have the off season to practice. To give you time. But if you win, you better get a new computer for the next match.
That's all right. That's all right.
Instability, got any questions for Cyan here?
Well, the only thing I was gonna ask him was if he was playing, and I
There you
already
go.
got my answer.
Yeah. Well, we could start with the archaic and Cyan since there's an issue with regret.
Mm-hmm.
And I just put
Yeah,
the archaic on screen right now. Let me see if I can bring him in. Actually, I see Vale's on the line.
Good.
Maybe he wants to commentate if he hops on too. So archaic's on. Why don't you guys interview the archaic? Ask him questions. Cyan, you can ask him questions because you guys are gonna play next.
There you go. Hey, Archaic.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, this is my first time getting to talk to you and getting to meet you. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. Yeah. I mean, I practiced a little bit for this because I found out about it a couple days ago. But yeah, I found time.
Sweet. Yeah. It never occurs to me. KJ was just talking about we are a casual league, and so did you prepare tonight? You're gonna get various answers. Obviously at the pro level, they're like, oh yeah. I remember who Raynor was like, yeah, when I went to Korea last time, I did 3 10-hour days straight, and I played Protoss 1, Terran 1, Zerg the other. And it was like, what'd you get on random? I was like, oh, I didn't have enough time for random. So 10-hour sessions on the ladder in Korea. It's insane. So, but then some people are just really good. They've been playing this forever. They can do it without prep, but not me and not Archaic for sure.
All right. Just real quick, you guys vetoes are all done, right? We got Vales here. I think. Are you trying to cast Vales?
I'm happy to cast, yeah, if you guys need another
All right,
caster.
great. We'd love to have you.
I'm
cast.
happy to sit out if not.
No. I'd rather
Yeah.
you cast it that way I can focus on production. So I'll
worries,
turn
yeah.
off
There
your
we go.
camera. Please hop on, and I'll switch to you
God,
guys
yeah.
the stars. Because you guys don't normally see my face on these things anymore. Because I have my hands full on production.
We like to see that face, dude. Come on.
You like to see
Yeah.
the code. All right, guys. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hop off on the camera. Let you guys take care of the casting. We got Chin Pone, Instability, and Vales. You're gonna help there. Nachos will be on standby to play. And if you guys and Nachos, if you maybe you can help me on the admin side, getting the maps ready.
Yeah, I'm on it. I just need from Cyan and Archaic. I just need y'all's your 3 maps.
Yeah, we're a little
Pretty please.
we're a little slow tonight because we are just kind of filling in tonight, right, guys? So
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I think I'm talking to him now. I think we're gonna wind up just doing where are they at? I gotta get back to it.
Actually, make
Yeah,
me
no
leader. I'll make the mass. I'll hear it.
You got it. Promote to leader. Got it.
Okay, go ahead.
AJ.
Say it out loud again what the maps are.
We're gonna do
Frost lines, neon.
Frost line,
Oh,
neon,
sorry.
and ley lines.
No problem. If you typed it somewhere, that's good. Frostline is first map, guys. Okay.
It's the same maps that Regret and Nachos are playing.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. 3 best maps. I don't know. I prefer them as Zerg. The other maps, like, oh man. Let me tell you a story about Neon. I don't like playing it, but then I look at you go to your your win losses, and that's Neon 60% for me. I'm like, well, I can't ignore that. It doesn't feel like
you
I'm
can't
winning
ignore that.
60%. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it on the ladder, but it is. It is what it is.
All right.
For sure, you can't ignore that sort of stat.
All right. Well, we're
Yeah,
gonna get started
real.
here. So
Let's
Nachos,
go.
we'll bring you back in on the next one. So hang tight, please. Admin
Cool.
for us. Pay attention to the chat.
Yeah, got it.
And just accept the games, guys. And we'll.
Oh, do you want to kick me out of the party? So you want me to be an observer?
You can watch. It doesn't really matter too much. But you're
Okay,
not
okay.
commentating because we have like 4 people now. So no worries.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
You can relax, dude.
I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill.
yeah,
chill.
yeah. You
So-
mellow yourself.
And Cyan's gonna play. It would be nice, Cyan, if you have some sort of light. We can't see you, but later on, I know you're fiddling with your keyboard there. So, he's really like last second here. No problem. All right, we got the maps. I just need the others to accept, and we're good to go.
I think Champon hasn't accepted.
So Champo needs to accept. There you
There we go.
Oh yes. I'm gonna
And
1v1.
need to add.
That would be sad.
You'll smash KJ. You got this, dude.
All right, where
Literally
is-
just D6.
Okay, I just need dark kick. Okay. To get your races picked, I'm gonna turn off the videos of the casters as we just want to look at the expression of the players for now. And it's on you guys now. Vales, Instability, Chimpo, take it away.
Our Neon Violet Square is the map with like the grid in the middle where it like scatters all your units, right?
Yeah, I think it's the weird new map. Yeah,
I
that's like the one that
I
really-
don't like that map.
So you have the massive like a Ultralisk or a Thor. They can't go through there. They have to go around those grids.
Really?
Yeah,
That makes
there's-
that makes it sound good actually.
and there's two rock piles that are that you can destroy to get through, cut through quicker. But you have to take, and they're like not just a single stack pile; they're doubled up. So you have to take down one, take down the other, and you open that path up to the right
I'm
of the
quite
grid.
sure it really comes in for PvP though, but yeah, I can see.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. Oh,
Hi, are we doing the OKX game right now?
yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about that,
Yeah.
guys.
They're pumped up.
We're live now.
No
We'll
problem.
see you after.
Alright. Sure, yeah.
You are watching FSL.
I wonder if you put a stasis ward in the in that area on the map, would it block the whole region because the passages are so small they couldn't get through?
No, I don't think it'd be the whole zone. Maybe close to it though.
Alright guys, follow
Right.
my camera.
Oh.
I just have to figure out which number you are.
Ah, he's number 3.
Alright, I got it.
I think. Yeah, 3.
Oh
In
yeah.
the top right.
I've
We
got
have?
all the-
The archaic.
And in the bottom left, playing in as the red Protoss, we have
Cyan.
I'm interested to see how this matchup goes because
I'm
I haven't
intrigued.
watched their games against each other in maybe 3 seasons.
Yeah,
It's been quite some time.
I feel like it's gonna be.
The archaic didn't cheese.
It's a lot of 2 gates, which is what Cyan's going for here, and this puts Cyan at an advantage if he can get a double adept out or a double stalker.
Well,
And the other play is Oracle. Oracle play is pretty good. You can kill like half a mineral line or more, even with the energy boost that's now in the game. Not that I'm sure either of these players know what that is. No disrespect, but I
not
just don't think they're
disrespect.
playing.
Yeah.
They're just not playing enough. I don't think. Oh, it's a 2 gate from both.
Interesting build order from the archaic. Delaying his gate like that. I'm not sure
think
why
he
he
was-
did that.
He was bothered about the harass. I think from the
Yeah, I
pro
think he was.
part
I think
of
he
it.
was indecisive and just decided to go for it.
Maybe it's because
a
he
little
scouted the
late.
2 gate on the other side.
Personally, I wouldn't have switched it up scouting the 2 gate because I think it's well, you'll be behind anyway because you messed up your build order. So you may as well just commit to the first one.
He's deciding to go all in though on this. He thinks it's just a 2 gate pressure.
Which it may well be, though Cyan isn't going for adepts. It looks like he's going for a straight up attack with
Okay, it's
stalkers.
going straight all in, yeah. But no units from Archaic yet.
Proxy from arcane.
No units, no
next round.
expansion. Very fast blink. It looks like he is opting to wait for Warp Gate to finish before he starts any units, which is an interesting choice to say the least.
I used to make that mistake so much.
And a Robo, which
Oh, wow.
used up all his gas, so he can't build any units now. I think he's gonna straight up die
Yeah,
if Cyan moves in.
Will
The
Cyan.
Will be
Warp Gate is almost finished, but
Yeah, it's over. He's dead.
No, he can warp.
he
Stalk
can
and then
warp in
sell it.
Stalkers
He should be
now.
Yeah,
fine.
that's
He needs to start
So
another pile on
his
now.
expansion is delayed, so he's probably going to have to commit to a blink attack, or he'll just be behind because of the expansion.
I think he could have gotten the kill.
Defended.
That would have been quite funny.
Now he needs to
He's
push.
still behind on workers though, and he's
I don't
tied
get
in
that.
army supplies, so he's not very far ahead.
He has the Robo Bay though, don't forget, and he has more gateways. The models coming out quicker for Cyan. Depends on the engagement and if the battery comes in or not. Or 2 batteries now for Cyan. Cyan's onto this shenanigans anyway. The blink could be big though.
Yeah, blink is definitely going to be big if it finishes before he hits. Though he might want to attack before Cyan gets a healthy immortal count out. Oh, never mind. He already has immortals out.
On himself as well. I think the batteries might just push this back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's possible. He might want to build batteries of his own, like slightly out of range.
Although
Something to retreat to.
Decent micro from both players.
He's not
Yeah.
using
Second
Blink at
immortal
all
from
yet.
Cyan though.
And
Oh.
he is not expanding, so he's completely all in, so
Yeah, this looks over now.
it looks like,
sadly.
yeah, not a good game
Good
for
defense
the
from
Archaic.
Cyan. I like the idea. I thought he could do something with it, but a solid build from Cyan.
Yeah, I don't see the Archaic winning this one.
Is this Archaic just...
Though I don't know why Cyan is leaving one Immortal behind. That might actually hurt
Ooh.
him quite a bit. He's just left it completely out of the
no.
fight. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh,
What did he just do?
he just threw this game.
I can't believe that.
Oh, the blink from Archaic as well. Look at that blocking on that.
Leaving
Wow,
that
what an
Immortal
upset.
behind was
That was
insane. I think Cyan just tried to use shield battery
Oh
overcharge.
That was a.
It's gotta be a new computer misclick.
That was.
Leaving, I couldn't believe he left that Immortal behind. That was crazy.
I'm speechless.
He completely had that in the bag.
The throw of the century.
I'm speechless. What happened?
Yeah, that was insane.
If this is what the rest of the code A is going to be, oh, KJ, guys, what are we going to do? My mind's blown. What did I just watch?
That was quite the messy game. I think both players made mistakes, but Cyan just made more fatal ones.
He played that game well until he didn't.
Alright, well, the simplest explanation is, and you can ask this in the interview later, it's probably the computer issue.
Did he have a new computer?
Yeah, some hotkey mix-up or something.
Possible. Or lack of games, because that does happen. I guess he didn't know about the Robo. He didn't know about the Robo, did he? Or did he? I don't know. I didn't see.
I thought he saw an Immortal, like in the first attack when the Archaic
thought he
went
did,
to
yeah.
attack
We'll have
him.
to
He
ask
had an Immortal with him.
If you remember, we'll have to ask him.
Honestly, what's really surprising about that is that he apparently doesn't use F2 at all.
It looked very F2-y to me.
Well, if he was F2ing, that Immortal would have been with his army and he would have won.
He F2'd before, and then he didn't F2 again. Maybe not. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Can Cyan turn it around in game 2? Similar map. Oh, I see what you mean by the middle patch. The middle patch, yes, maybe. I was thinking about the 2-player map, I think, which is slightly bigger.
Oh no. Yeah, it's like only a single unit besides like Zerglings can go through at a time. So I think if you stasis in it, it would completely block the passageway.
I can't seem to invite the Archaic. Let me just add them to this thing real quick. Don't talk about the game, I just talk to them.
Yeah.
Hey, the Archaic, we need you. I can't invite you. You got these social settings off from invites or parties.
I don't know why I can't invite him either, because I am his friend. Weird.
Alright,
Maybe he unfriended you.
No.
I tried to add him as a friend, it said he's already your friend.
Alright.
He decided he didn't like you
Might be
anymore.
Won't be the first person.
Okay, let's see.
There we go.
Alright. I think well, that game did go well for the Archaic in the end, but I think it's important that he doesn't get confused by his opponent's build order and start
don't
messing up his own.
I think he can get away with doing that again.
Yeah,
I think Cyan
that was a That was
He's
a
good
once in
enough to
a
not do
in a
anything,
lifetime opportunity.
I don't think Sign will mess with him.
Do you want to do the first intro?
It's 3 again. So in the bottom right, we have, in the purple,
And in the top left, the red player, we have
Cyan.
I wonder if the Archaic is going to go for a 1-gate again, or if he's going to start out 2-gate this time.
I think he should just do 2-gate anyway.
I personally favor the 1-gate into Oracle, but that's mainly because it's the staple of Max packs, and I think his playstyle is really cool. I'm not sure if it's actually straight up better than
Do
the
you
2-gate
do?
opening.
I think 1-gate expand into Stargate is better. No.
Yeah, that's what I do. 1-gate
Yeah, that's what
expand
you
into Stargate. Oracles are just too good to pass up, especially with the new patch. The energy overcharge makes them kind of crazy. Not even just for harass, but using stasis wards to zone your enemies and stuff.
Gateway
Fantastic for
expand
defense.
from Archaic.
I was like, that's such a terrible. Like, why would you get rid of battery overcharge?
So the Archaic knows it's a 2-gate, doesn't he? Yeah. So why go expand when you know it's a 2-gate? I guess you can defend Void.
Yeah, I would do the same thing, to be honest. It puts you ahead economically, and if you can hold, you're just in a better position. I think personally, I would go like double stalker out of the gateway, skip warp gate at first, and go for an oracle. Even if they attack you, you can just send the oracle over to the other side and get a ton of damage when their units aren't home.
Yeah, but then you die at home because you don't have the 2 stalkers.
Well, if you have like 2 stalkers from the warp gate and you have like shield battery, even when you're outnumbered, you can still win, especially with a well-timed probe pull.
Oh yeah, you sack the probes because you're ahead economically. Yeah, that makes sense.
Though ideally you wouldn't lose any probes. That's kind of a last-ditch effort.
He's 2 probes up now. He's getting a battery as well.
Yeah, with the battery, I think he's fine. Though he should keep up production.
Just walk past the battery. Or rather, shade past the battery. I don't know why.
That's why he should have a probe at the top of the ramp.
Maybe.
If he knows they're adepts, he should have a probe ready to wall off. But I don't think he does, because I don't think he's scouted at all.
He knows it's a 2-gate.
But it was stalkers last game, so he's. I think
he's
he's expecting stalkers.
Same build. Yeah, he might think it's the same build. It isn't a Stargate. But the Archaic's economy, as you say, is ahead. The Archaic, it could just 2-0 here. This
Glaive
is a strong
Adepts.
build.
Glaive Adepts and PPT.
No, I don't like Glaive Adept. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think
the
that's
far
gonna go
superior.
well.
Yeah.
Though against, actually, I think against Zealots it'll still win.
Oh,
with enough Zealots. He's going straight charge. He's also stopped producing units, so he's quite outnumbered at the moment.
Hyper Turtle says that he is ready to fly. When should that happen?
You're a bit quiet, Chimpo.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to hear you.
So the Archaics.
Did he see that? I think the hallucination
he
saw it, but I'm not sure if he.
I think he clicked on them, or it was just a coincidental.
Even if he walls off, the prism could still get adepts in his main.
He needs
This
to
could
be
actually
walking
be a
in.
pretty big problem for him. They're already.
Oh, the wall. Look
he
at the
he
wall
got
off,
the wall
yeah.
off. Excellent. I can't
Still
believe
gonna
he's
get some
there in
damage.
time.
He's gonna
He
lose
should
all of these
he should
units.
pull his probes to attack or
Yeah,
run
there you
away.
go. Well, this is a massive advantage.
Yeah, way ahead in workers.
3 times the army supply and nearly double.
Though
in
he's
work.
leaving, he didn't see the prism.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
he
he's coming
did.
back.
He
He's
did.
coming back.
How did you see the prism? Maybe he saw.
I think the
edge of
pylon spotted the warping. Oh, please tell me he's walling off. Oh, he full walled, so no adepts are getting in there.
Yeah, he's not there.
And yeah, I think this is a pretty good cleanup for him.
Is
The units
no
lost are
Dark
actually
Shrine. That's pretty
the
equal.
units lost are
but
actually pretty even.
The okay just has more money, which is what you said at the beginning.
Yeah. This was I think the prism is looking to go in the main, so that could be potentially disastrous for the archaic because he can't even get in his own main.
He can just warp in zealots.
Yeah,
prism
well,
to the
I think he's
archaic.
warping
Oh,
in
no,
on
he
the
warps
other
to the
side.
Yep.
So
Okay, this could
I
get
guess we'll
messy
just
again.
see who gets more damage. Is he attacking the front as well on the other side?
He is. He's got a little poke, which isn't going to go very far.
Yeah, with the shield battery there.
Probe's trying to get out the main.
Probes just.
I think they would have been better off attacking the adepts, to be honest. Not that they would have won anyway.
Okay, may not be able to warp in.
He's still leading in workers. If he can protect his natural,
I'm not
I
quite sure
think
he
can
does.
win.
Scion has a lot of adepts. He has 8 adepts here. This is looking like a Scion win.
Actually,
If I'm honest, the recall is going to be 6 stalkers to 8 adepts. I think the 8 adepts
If he can
win.
repower the gateways, I think he's fine. He has
It's going to be close.
5 stalkers now.
I think he just sits on
And a
his
shield battery. Yeah, he should stay at the expansion.
Use the probes. Fight with the probes.
Yeah,
It'll be close.
See, if he had an oracle here, like I said,
Yeah,
that would
that's
be
game.
fantastic for him. But I think he wins.
Yeah, he's got enough.
Now,
stuff.
does he know he wins? That's the question. He could think that he's in a pretty
Even
bad
close
position.
an immortal out. I
Look
think he
at
just
his
has to play
warp
it out.
prism, though.
He recalled it, I think. It's natural.
Oh yeah, it said his natural. Why did he do that?
I think it may have been a panic click. When he wanted to
Yeah,
warp,
probably.
you know, get the
It would be
stalkers back.
really ideal for him to have it on the other side of the map right now. But I think he could just go across at this point.
I think he can just go across, yeah.
The prism is dead. He killed it. So there's basically nothing stopping him from winning the game. Okay, at least he's sending the prism across. I think the prism and 1 zealot warp in could win on its own.
If he has the money for it.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's completely broke.
They're both
Not-
a little bit broke. But
Actually,
Archaic's
he's
defense is good, and then a couple zealots warped in would be enough to end the game. We'll see.
It looks like he's prioritizing building workers to
There's a
recover.
DP shrine on the way.
There is a Dark Shrine? Oh, there isn't.
I don't see one.
didn't see one.
He has a Templar Archives to spend all the gas he has.
Yeah, there's, yeah.
Oh, I'm blind. Well, I thought a pylon was a DP shrine.
Well, you can always check the production tab to see what's building.
Can't remember which one's that.
The
G.
hotkey's D.
D? No, it's production.
G is upgrades, D is production. And
Yeah, what's
T is
building?
structures.
T. Ah, there we go. No, well, there's no Dark Shrine.
But I think the Templar Archives is a good call by him.
The warp pin could pull Cyan out of position. I
If he
can't see
warps
Cyan
in.
holding this.
Oh, he's thinking about it. He's thinking really, really hard about it. He set up out of range, so he can't even warp in. Okay.
Either the warping
So
does damage and ends the game, or the push up the front does damage and
I
ends
think
the
the
game.
push at the front is gonna win either way. Well, yeah, I think
Pretty good. Oh, and the micro.
Prism
Fancy
micro.
micro.
Alright. And the Zealot warping is killing everything that went to defend it.
Yeah, the Zealot warping. Did
He
not
missed
expect
micro
the
that one.
warp prism to come down.
I think it is a very good call by him, though.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
The worker difference in this game was crazy.
Okay, KJ, I have a question.
Can hear you now.
Hyper Turtle said he would be not to play. So, when would we play?
Could they play next, maybe? If you have a bedtime, dude.
All right,
think that
Hyper
would make
Turtle's here
sense.
now, the commissioner. But we just finished
hi.
the match, so we'll sort everything out. There's a lot of stuff going on because this is like an impromptu thing. So let's start first things first. Hyper
I
Turtle.
think
commissioner's
Nachos wanted to be the next match.
Yes, he's ready. But you know, Cyan versus the Archaic just finished. Why don't you guys do the quick interview with them, so that way they can get settled, get relaxed.
I definitely have some questions to ask.
Nice.
Oh, I'm planning on it, but I'm genuinely curious.
All right, well they're here for you. Go ahead.
They're not here. They're kind of here.
Oh, they can't. Okay, let me bring him
Oh
back
yeah,
in.
they're.
All right, they're here now. There you go.
There we go.
What a couple of games. What a slugfest. Honestly, it looks like both of you are dead at least 3 times in both games. Cyan, I wanted to ask you, in the first game, you had basically won the game. Like, you were in a perfect spot. He had no expansion. He was completely all in. He had a much smaller army than you. But at the very end, you left behind one of your immortals and just didn't bring it with you to the fight. And I think that single-handedly lost you the game. So, did you leave that behind on purpose, or was that a hotkey malfunction? Did you just not bring it
No,
with your army?
I totally forgot about him. And when I scrolled back, I saw him sitting there, and I was like, great. And he already had blink, and I shouldn't have followed. I should have just stayed back and then gathered everything, and then moved out when I saw where his robo was. And I think that kind of freaked me out because I was like, oh, he's got Immortals too, and then I realized I didn't have my other one, and then everything just died, and I was upset over that because I knew I had that match won.
Yeah, that must have hurt a lot, especially looking back and seeing the Immortal on its own.
My question
Well-
is, did you know about the Robo Bay? Did you know he could build Immortals or not?
No, I did not. That
Game
was the
one. You didn't.
that was the first
Okay.
one. I thought he was just going blink.
Blink.
And that's why I dropped my Robo Bay. I was like, all right, if he's going blink, I'll just defend it, and I did. I was like, all right, I'll chase him a little bit, and then I saw the Robo, and everything just fell apart after that. Because I think I was still
really,
only-
really unlucky, dude.
Yeah, I think I was still only 2 gate at the time. My other 3 I had just dropped, so I was going to be well behind on the production that he had as well. But if I could just defend it, I would have been fine.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gutting for you. We were like, I can't see how Cyan loses this game 1, and then yeah, you just pushed out without the second Immortal, and oh, my heart sank.
Yeah. We
Game
were all
2,
confused.
Game 2, the Archaic, just perfect macro. Couldn't really, Instability said I'd do the exact build that the Archaic's doing here. Game 2. Cyan maybe should have pushed out with the Adepts to begin with, but maybe he was a little bit like, oh, I'm going to push across with a few more and get the glaives out and then push.
Yeah, and I watch people do that. They get the first 2 out and they go out and my problem is trying to multitask do that while I'm doing this stuff back at the base.
Yeah.
You know, and the way the build is supposed to work, you get the 5 out, you go down there, you warp in 4 more, and then you have 9, and it should work, but obviously I'm not good enough to really perfect that.
Even I'm not, so don't worry about it. The arcade, you are muted, by the way, if you were talking, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question for the Archaic. In the first game, you didn't build a single unit until Warp Gate was finished. Is that something you do a lot, or is that build order specific?
I found out in like running the build order, I just didn't have any money. Yeah. So
Well,
I
that's
just cut
relatable.
probes, cut units, and I had to make the robo outside. Yeah,
Well,
it
you
was,
would
I
have
don't know.
been in a lot of trouble if Cyan had actually moved in with his units. He lingered way too long at the bottom of the ramp. But if he had actually moved in when his stalkers arrived, you would have had nothing for a very long time. I think you would have probably won the game then and there.
All right. Well, guess what, guys? Those are great questions, but we do have the other match next. Cyan, great to see you this season. Hopefully, get your computer issues set up. The Archaic, you get to move on. If you guys look at the bracket, I show the bracket real quick. You'll face the winner of Regret Nachos, which is the next game. So do we have these players in? And we also have Hyper Turtle, so he can start the if he wants to play too. I'm not quite sure. Hyper Turtle, what's going on? What do you feel like?
I'll play against Jinpon tonight. I'm
Okay.
doing a warm-up matches against the AI right now.
Yeah, I think Regret Nachos was ready to go, so let's do that one next, and then even the Little Reaper is good to go. So we got the whole people, everyone ready to go. We just Revenant Rage's the only one. So let's go with Nachos Regret next. Cyan, we'll see you next time. All right, so I think I lost Bales on video, but let's bring back Nachos because he's gonna play next, and Regret. So Nachos and Regret are back here now. And you guys, Hyper Turtle, I don't know if you're probably busy preparing for your match, so I'm gonna leave you alone for a little bit, okay? So we'll bring you back later. Vales, are you still back? Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here, yeah.
Alright, cool. If you want, you and Stability actually sound pretty good together on this next cast, so why don't you guys go do that? Chimpone's having some mic issues, but he kinda, we can hear him once in a while. But let's get going with this Nachos Regret match. You guys all set? Nachos Regret?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I was just on mute. There you go. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Alright, we'll get I'll set up the map now. Go ahead and if you guys have any questions, you got a few seconds, otherwise we're gonna get going.
Have you guys prepared anything for the this matchup? Because you've known a couple days maybe now, a day or so.
Oh yeah.
maybe?
I think about 24 hours. I knew Regret when the bracket got settled down. I think that's when I found out Regret was my opponent. I'm a hard charger on the ladder, so that's my only preparation. I will say though, I think this holiday weekend, man, I'm putting in a lot of like 1 win, 3 losses, days on the ladder. Man, it's been really, really tough.
Yeah, that is rough.
Yeah, the only thing, this is not like I'm trying to be confident or anything. My only like glimmer of hope versus Regret is that my Zerg versus Zerg is pretty good. A lot of people don't like that mirror matchup, but I really enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, well,
It's
good luck
definitely
to
one of
both
those matchups you can do. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright, let's move them out of the chat and you guys can speak freely. Alright, they're no longer in the chat. ZVZ guys, what do you think? We're gonna get started.
Spicy.
Well, needless to say, I'm not exactly an expert on ZVZ.
Yeah, I'll help you guys. I'll help you guys with some nuances. Maybe I'll pipe in, but mostly you guys, okay?
I think I know a couple of cheeses and stuff, so You know,
I know.
I think Regret will play safe. Nachos will probably do some cheap roaches. We'll see. So that's what I'm expecting here. I think Regret will just out macro and outplay.
I do think it's on Notches to do something because Regret is
He'll just run away with it.
probably the better fundamental player. So
Yeah. I mean, I'd be surprised. It may even just be like a 13 pull or something from Nachos here.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be more of a Roach player. Here
I'll
we go,
tell you,
Gas.
both of them are Roach players, so this is gonna be great.
Was that a mistake,
in the
Nachos?
top
that was
right,
a mistake.
we
Oh, sorry, yeah.
have-
Well remembered.
Nachos.
Oh, the only reason I remember this because the screen is doing the.
And in the bottom left, in the green, we have.
Regret.
So let me tell you guys something. What Nachos did is a standard 15 pull hatcher. I mean 15 overlord and then expand. He did an extractor trick on the 15, and then he made a 15 drone.
I think I miscalculated it. But yeah, I know that's standard. Or at least it used to be in the pros anyway. I'm not sure if pros do it still. Do they?
I've
Yes.
heard that it's become the meta again,
Yep.
but
Has
for a
it?
while it wasn't.
Yeah, there was a discussion on the Home Story Cup. Basically, Lambo talked about it, and he figured out with the other European Zergs that it was the most optimum. It's just the Koreans screw it up, so they thought it was unoptimal. But then when they did the test, they're like, "Oh, this is the most optimal." So they all started doing it again.
But none of the Koreans, everyone's complaining the Koreans still refuse to do it, at least most of them.
That's funny.
Well, Regret seems to be inexplicably ahead. I think
Slightly, yeah.
yeah, his hatchery is slightly later, but his pool is slightly earlier, and he has more drones.
Yep, not really anything else to say here. Queen timing better from Regret. But
Probably because
barely.
of the earlier pool.
Yeah. It will be, yeah, that's right.
And faster ling speed. Nachos spent too many minerals to get ling speed at first.
Yeah, he got the drones, he should have prioritized the speed. If he wants speed, maybe he
No.
doesn't want speed.
He's not getting it. Maybe he's planning on going straight into roaches. He's not pulling out of gas either, so.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Evo chamber from Regret.
Yeah, he sometimes does carapace rush. I think I remember him doing this before. Earlier this season in the team league. Was that a ZVZ? I think it might have been.
It looks like he's
I mean,
gonna get Nachos' third base for free because
Good
Nachos
against
doesn't have
Baines, but
anything.
yeah, he could very well take that base for free.
You
I would-
know,
You might be right.
let me add something. I think Nacho's is getting checked here. He lost his overlord, and now he doesn't account for this third base pressure at the higher levels. So as you
Yeah.
can see, he's kind of falling apart here. Maybe
And
he can
Regret's
save-
just going for it with the carapace. Oh no, it's an aggressive.
And he has faster
melee,
ling
sorry.
speed, so he can run circles around Nachos as
But
he's
Nachos
doing.
is going for the wall off on the Roach Warrant. The Roach Warrant is positioned incorrectly and really should get a spine. He doesn't recognize what this is because he killed and lost the Overlord, as KJ said. This could
I
just
don't
go.
think he's
I
gonna
didn't
have.
see the main nest, but
I did, but I failed to mention it because I was focusing on the third base. It looks like it's just over. His Roach Warren won't finish fast enough. I think he still doesn't have ling
he
speed.
pulled the drones. Yeah, it's over.
Banes and drones. 12 drones in one hit. That really hurts. Yeah.
Banes good unit.
I don't know what exactly he was trying to do. I guess he just was betting on Regret not attacking
Cheating.
him at all.
I did not expect Regret to push really. I thought it was going to be a
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
I thought he was going to because I think it's pretty standard to at least send a few lings over to test the waters. And
Yeah.
what he found was his opponent had nothing and was wide open, so he just
Yep.
committed to an attack.
Yeah, Regret's doing the normal stuff. This is a skill check too. You know, a lot of the Zergs do this and see, okay, does this guy know the timings? Oh, he skipped speed. Oh, he can't defend the third.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, let me just go. I mean, I think Regret planned on doing a Speedling, Baneling skill check all-in thing, right? But
I'm trying to look
that's
at
the thing.
Regret's history to see if it's something he does.
He usually does roach builds, but he has that in the back of his bag, right? As a backup, because you can't have just one build, right?
Of course you can.
I guess Mr. Terran here can keep doing 2-on-1.
No, you do 3 racks, don't you, against
Or 3 rack.
Protoss, remember?
Did he get an upgrade with that evolution chamber, or
He
did
did,
he
but I
just
don't
skip
think it finished. Yeah, he got melee, but it didn't
You
finish.
didn't need it.
No, I didn't need it. Yeah, Regret's playing here Ling Bane against another Zerg. Yeah, it must be something he does. He's probably going to do the same thing this game, and it'll just go very similar,
Well,
I suspect.
I think it's
He
like
just-
KJ said, he checks them
catch.
with the lings, and if they defend it, he goes into roaches.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who he played earlier this season. It might have been Nachos. Maybe he just, yeah, he probably just feels confident.
I don't
I
think
haven't
Nacho-
seen any of Regret's games, so
the
I
one
don't know
I saw.
anything about how he's been
In the top
performing.
left, in the green, we have
Regret.
And in the bottom right, in the red, we have...
Nacho.
Yeah, I feel like I vaguely remember just Regret being a Roach guy, a macro Roach player. A little bit like a mini Dark Menace.
Yeah, even for macro though, it's pretty standard to attack with lings. Because it's basically free.
Nacho messed up his build. He just built and finished the Extractor. And Nev's getting to him, I think.
Maybe he's
No, it was a mistake.
trying
I'm
for
pretty
early.
sure.
Yeah, probably. I would like to be charitable and think it's part of
Part
a
of the
really
build.
good build that's gonna win the game though. But he's not using it, so I guess it's not. His pool is also late.
Because of that mistake. There's the pool, but that's considerably late. Yeah, I think that cheese got to him a little bit, or that pressure check, whatever you want to call it. Pressure getting to him here, I think. Nachos.
Yeah. Well,
Regret's build
problem
is on point, but we are talking about a good 700 MMR roughly difference.
yeah, that has to be difficult for Nachos. Definitely doesn't feel very fair, but I'm sure that Regret has improved a lot over the course of the season.
I don't know. I feel like he's not really been playing very much, but Nachos, however, has been putting a shift in. He's been averaging roughly, I'd guess, 100 games every month, maybe something like that. So he's doing pretty well. But Regret's the old, Vanguard as it was, and he's the experienced chief
Well,
coming
I'm
back
pretty
again.
sure he's a lot younger, so it's probably easier for him to, I guess, play
50
reactively,
games, yeah.
reflexively than Nachos.
I don't know. I'm 33 now. I still suck at this game.
Yeah.
Something you don't see every day, the Overlord scouting inside a Zerg base.
Where's that?
And dying. It would have been much more
Was that in
efficient to
Regret's
just
base?
send a single
I didn't see that.
Lingman, I think. Like Regret did. Regret loses a lot less for that.
Yeah, Nacho. Yeah, Nacho's supply blocked. I see. Yeah. Roach Warren from Nachos again. Roach Warren from Regret. There we are. Regret not doing the same build twice.
I
Respect.
think Nachos is doing the same build though. No
Yeah.
ling speed and
Bane Nest from Nachos this time because he lost his Overlord and he's just being super careful, which I respect.
12 worker lead, guys.
yeah, I wasn't even looking at that.
Oh, I didn't see that, yeah. They're too busy focusing on what they're actually doing. Nachos with a +1.
He
Melee.
could have taken the back base as a free third, but he decided against it, which I find is odd.
I'm surprised that's a wall off with a Roach Warren, where it is on Nachos' side. But apparently it is.
I think it was because the creep tumor was building. When they're building, they're impassable, but when they finish, you can walk over them.
Maybe.
I think now the
Regret
lings
has
do it
the
best.
has the production advantage. Nachos needs to get a third. He's going to go for it now, but it's so far behind. Regret's had his third for a good minute now, so he's had an extra, quite a bit extra. I know Nachos still
Honestly,
not
this
placed
third
third.
is later than the ideal Protoss third in a PvZ. So
Or even a PvT,
yeah,
if you're playing a certain style.
I think some Terrans expand faster than that.
Yeah. I get it. He's probably nervous, maybe.
Regret is going for a Spire, so I don't think roaches are gonna
Okay.
do
I
him
don't
much
think
good.
Nachos is going to be prepared for this at all.
I don't think he has any spores. He has
I didn't even see the gases,
3
otherwise I would have
queens.
called that. That's my
Yeah,
mistake.
3
I didn't
queens
see
are
that.
not gonna kill that.
Maybe Overseer gives away the build. Maybe Nachos has seen this before.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. He's still going roaches. He's not building any anti-air. 11 mutalisks, 12. Yeah, that's I think that's probably gonna be game. I don't see
13.
how he could survive this.
Unless the mutas come out in the pathing of an Overlord, mess about killing the Overlord. I think
even if
even
they
if he
do,
drops the spores straight away, I'm not sure that's gonna help. How long does a spore take? Don't know.
I mean,
This map is
even
quite
if
small, so
even if a
yeah.
spore gets up, if he kills the army and then floods him with
He
lings,
could
he'll
kill
die.
the entire lair. Is it lair? Yeah, lair.
Yeah, lair.
And all the drones before he gets some spores out. Still no spores.
Still no spores.
Still
Yeah,
no
still
push across
no
the map.
Hydroden, no queens. Did he just rally like 3 overlords into Regret's base?
Still not.
I think he's
pushing
going for a
that.
Nidus,
He's
maybe.
going for it now,
Um,
and only now drops the spores.
right on top of the mutalisks.
Yeah, because he. So can
That pathing is crazy.
Nachos break the front, but the roach, the mutas will just chip away slowly at everything.
Yeah, they can just go back, kill the army, and then go across. Because he's not building any anti-air. He has 1 queen on the production tab. Sure, he has like 2 spores in his natural, but nothing covering his third base or his main.
Oh, the Banes
Yeah,
will really
the
help.
wings around.
Oh, the Banes are big.
Yeah, that's completely over. he just let the last roach go. I guess he doesn't care about it.
You wanted the drone to get the kill. And now Regret pushes across map,
Ah,
and we
yeah.
have GG.
I think that primarily Nachos probably need to scout a bit. If he just sent like a ling or two with metabolic boost into his base, he probably could have figured out what was up. But he was taken completely by surprise.
I'll bring him in the channel. You guys can do quick interviews while we get the next game set up. Vales, I don't know if you're on camera. If you can, that'd be great. Otherwise, let me bring him in. You guys can ask your questions. Here you go.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Do you want to ask questions first, or shall I?
I mean, if you've got some, go for it. If not, I will.
Actually, Vales and I were having a bit of a disagreement about your first game, Regret. He was saying that it looked like you were going for like a cheese build, and I was saying it looked more like you just went out with the first couple lings like every Zerg does, and nothing was defending the third base, so you just decided to go for it and went full ling flood.
I don't know about a cheese build. I think the way that I would describe that is actually really just the timing. I was going for like Ling Bane and then with +1 a little bit later, and the only reason it looked like a cheese is because Nachos I think decided to go for that early third, so I knew I kind of had an opening. So I wouldn't say a cheese build, but more so like a timing, you know.
Pressure.
Yeah, so that was what I was kind of saying.
Every Terran builder pressure.
Were you surprised that it just won the game? Like there were no units there, or were you expecting that?
I was kind of expecting the wall off to be there, but either way, with the wall off, I can like Bane bust it, I think. So I know. I was expecting him to go more so into the Roaches style, so I thought I'd be able to surprise him with Lings, but yeah.
So, Nachos, do you always skip metabolic boost and go straight into Roaches, or is that just something you were trying out?
No, I consistently skip metabolic boosting because I usually do not play. I don't play a Ling style at all. It's usually Roach Hydra. And to back up, I knew that wasn't to back up my opponent. I knew that that's a legit that was like not a cheese build. And when he played it, I was like, oh, this is a you call it like a semi lean flood. I was like, yeah, and my wall off wasn't crisp and I had nothing to defend it. So yeah, it was a easy win right there.
Yeah, for sure. And in the second game, I guess you just missed the scout on the Spire, and
Absolutely.
that was
Yeah.
basically it. A Zerg player could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think even if you don't play like Ling styles, it's still a good idea to get metabolic boost for like early map control, and you can send like a Ling into the main base to scout and stuff. I noticed you were sending overlords into his base, and you lost them and it would like supply block you and stuff. If you sent like just one speedling into his base, you could do that much scouting and lose way less. So
Yeah,
that's
I think
just a suggestion from
my
me.
personal opinion is with metabolic boost, I think it's always a good thing to get, especially like in ZVZ. I think it's probably one of the most important upgrades, save for if you're doing like a really heavy like roach timing. Then it's like you need all the gas you get, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Nachos. Oh, Nachos gets me. I love playing with fellow Zergs. They just understand me so well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh, and Regret, do be expecting a DM within the next week. I would love some additional coaching. I
Yeah,
already
dude.
have our I have our replays. I'm
Nice.
gonna write down your build times and stuff like that. It might be
Totally.
just me like just mixing in Ling Bane and just like make sure that's in my repertoire. So for sure.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'll look forward to it.
Cool.
Exciting.
Thanks, Carl.
Nice. Thanks, Nachos, and this is good to see. FSL, that's what it's about, right? Just we're kind of helping each other out. I'm gonna bring in Hyper Turtle now. And Chanpone is on the channel. They're the next match. Nachos, good seeing you. Onwards, it's good to feel the next level of competition. You can see how he kind of took advantage of the little holes. And it's like, oh yeah, I got this, you know. And so now you know what holes to plug in. But it was great to see you. This is kind of typical when you go up the leagues, right? You were very dominant in Code B, and now Code A is a little tougher. And then the Code A guys, when you go to Code S, they'll see how it is. Anyway, welcome Hyper Turtle.
Hey.
You are next against Chanpone.
Are we doing the current maps, or are we doing the ones from before?
We've been doing new maps. I think that was decided. So.
All right, let me update this.
Yeah. Hey, Chanpone, you're on, right? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Sorry.
Why don't we get the map picks going so I can queue it up? Because after this, we'll have Revenant Rage when he gets back from his. He was dropping off his girlfriend or picking up the girlfriend from the hospital or something because she works there. And then he's ready to play Little Reaper, who's on standby. But you guys are next, so I guess they're vetoing. I don't know if you can ask them questions. They're a little bit busy thinking about
A little
stuff.
bit busy, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could move them out of the lobby and we can talk about the match.
Yeah, let's talk about them behind their backs a little.
Yeah, let's
quick,
do that.
real quick. We'll bring you guys in a bit. All right, guys. I think this is one of those things where Hyper Turtle is gonna do the skill check. What do you guys think?
I think so, yeah. But I think Chanpone, if he does some sort of cheese and it's a decent-ish cheese, we could have an upset. But can Chanpone do that on 2 maps? Not quite sure. Not quite sure. I feel like Hyperturtle could get like rushed map 1, but then he'll just play safe game 2 and game 3, and then he'll think he'll just beat him. I can't see Chanpone taking 2 maps off him. I just can't see it. What do you think, Instability?
Well, I think my perspective is a little skewed because I've only played against Hyper Turtle in a 1v1 one time. It was at the Cheesadelphia Cup, and he played like exclusively cheese because I guess I was the person he had to take out since I'm higher ranked. So I guess I always expect cheese from him, so I don't actually really remember what his playstyle is like besides that.
I'm trying to remember what his playstyle is, because I assume Champone's going to play Terran. I feel like he plays Roaches, but maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember he's ever played a Terran this season. Has he played a Terran this season? Let's have a look.
I think he's been doing a lot of Protoss, hasn't he? Yeah, his Terran 1v1 is way lower ranked than his Protoss 1v1, so I would be shocked if he didn't play Protoss.
Protoss is War Bunnies. Zerg is his main. War Bunnies plays on his count now and again, as the Protoss.
Oh, sorry. I was looking
main.
at Chanpone's profile.
He does sometimes play random. Oh, right, I see. Infinite Cyclists is his team, isn't it? Let's have a look quickly if I can see if he has. I really don't remember him playing it. He played Deepu, and Deepu won 1 against him, but Deepu did timing attacks. I think Deepu did a timing attack and beat him on 1 map, and then Hyperturtle beat him on the second map with similar build.
Hey Vales,
Which is kind of what I was talking
the
about.
bracket that we're showing on screen, is that yeah, you're the one updating that, right?
I think Nachos has permissions as well.
Nachos has
I
been
can
doing
update
it.
as well.
I see,
Yeah.
I see. Okay, cool.
I can give you permission if you can let me know what your challenger is.
So we're Abyssal Reef, then Ultra Love.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Goes to game 3, doing Whispers of Gold.
Alright, well you know how to make all those messes, so go ahead and do it.
Oh,
And,
sure. Alright, who am I inviting?
Make you ladder.
Instability.
Let me make you admin.
All right.
We're going back to our usual roles.
Yeah,
You're
and the whole
usually
gang's
the
already here. Okay.
yeah, you're usually the man on that. So let me remove these guys.
And Eastern. Alrighty. Old classic here.
And we got a lot of people in there. Just gotta remove regret because he's done.
Oh.
Just need to accept that.
So it'll be instability veils myself. Yeah, I'll be production. They'll be casting.
And definitely good job with the casting. I usually struggle a lot trying to figure out what the heck to ask people about after the match.
Ability's good with the questions. However, I'm not.
Well, I guess I just ask them off the top of my head because when I try to think of questions beforehand, my mind blanks out completely.
Don't tell me your hacks, right? I'm gonna have to get a notepad and paper out because my memory's so bad because I'm that old. You can't do this to me. Put me on the spot, making me look bad as a caster.
I mean, hey, if you actually get like a notebook out during the game, every time something weird happens, you just write it down, ask them about it after the fact.
Yep. I use
Yeah,
the
but then
Notepad app on my computer.
I'll just lose the notepad or close the notepad on my on my computer, and then I just look silly.
If
So I'll
that's
just let
part of
you
the
speak.
skill, sure.
I guess you would.
So, Redstone Clan, is that basically your family? You and Sheehan Pone and the rest of the gang?
Yeah, and a couple really close family friends.
Oh, the ones who have earned the right to
Yeah.
join in, huh? Alright, well, I'm in Clan Minnesota Barcraft. And hoping we can join in with the 2DCon people and actually do some LAN parties this next month. So, looking forward to the new year here.
Alright, you guys both ready? Chin phone, Hyper Turtle.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All
A
right.
little
Phone,
bit,
race
little bit
check.
soft as far as food goes, but boy,
Good luck. Good luck.
He's way better with toss than Terran, so
Is he?
I think
Okay.
yeah,
I just remembered wrong.
he's like two.
Okay, we're gonna
Two
move you out of
leagues
the
better.
channel so they can get
okay.
chatting.
Oh, fair enough. My bad.
All right, let's get going.
I thought he was Terran.
He likes to play Terran a lot, but he's really not nearly as good with it as Protoss, and I think he's taking this one seriously, so he's probably gonna go
I'm
with his best.
so confused.
Usually, if he plays Terran, it's because he wants to try to proxy someone.
So what's his Protoss build like? I can't even remember what he does.
Pretty cheesy, proxy Void Ray, that kind of thing.
Oh, I remember the Void Ray stuff.
I've only watched a few of his recent games, but
Right.
well, let's just do the
Intros.
intro first.
Yep.
In the top left, in the blue, we have
And in the bottom right, we have
Hyper Turtle.
I do like Hyper Turtle's logo.
the War Pigs. I think that's what it's called. The Mercenary
His
Marines.
spinning logo.
Oh, the spinning logo.
Yeah, the clan logo.
Oh yeah.
So, probe going across the map, will he proxy something? That is the question, right? I don't think so.
On this map, I've seen him go for a proxy Stargate with batteries.
He'd be careful
in the
not
third
to give
base
away all of
position.
his builds, but yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, in the past, I've seen him do that. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. I try not to watch all his games because
Second pylon's at home, so I don't think he's going to do that.
it's possible.
Yeah, he's a Zerg. If he watched any of the VODs, he would know he's a Zerg.
He played Protoss against me, if I remember correctly.
Did he?
Yeah, he did
I
like
think maybe he's a bit like Chempon and just likes to, change
he
up a
plays
little
Protoss to cheese people.
bit. Probably.
Because it was all cheese. I think he just knew like some 4-gate rushes and stuff with Protoss, and that's what he went for. I think it was a proxy robo one game, and then a 4-gate blink rush the other game.
Is it worth asking Regret and the Archaic if they want to do vetoes and play tonight, or what's the
Yes.
thought on that?
Yes,
I'll
if
do
they're
that.
ready. If they're ready, we can knock that out. Whatever games we can knock out will be
Makes
great.
sense.
Is the camera sliding to the edge of the map for everyone else, or is that just me?
That was me. That's why, because I just
Oh.
tapped out. You're on the wrong person.
Oh, I'm on the wrong person. Oh. You said it was 3, but it's actually 4.
It wasn't 3 this time. I think because the players changed.
I guess our
4.
positions in like the observer roster changed or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I think so when we got more people in.
Okay. Is this Adept first from Chi and Pone? He's shading. Oh, okay, he canceled it. He might want to help that Adept, to be honest.
Micro that up a little bit, yeah. I think the probe was good. That was good decision. I didn't
He-
realize Chempon was 2600. I'm actually feeling a little bit like maybe he could win this.
He's
I think
very
Capital's around
recently,
2800, so
very recently platinum.
is he 2800?
So
3000 maybe.
that's the thing that makes me think he may lose, is because he's not used to being platinum yet, and I think that can affect your games a lot of the time.
Hyperturtle is around 2800, so it's possible. He's got a decent probe count right now. It looks like
Yeah.
he's going for a 4-gate. The Twilight Council is a little bit late. I would have liked to have seen that a little bit sooner from him.
He might be going for a blink attack, because he warped in Stalkers,
Yeah,
so I doubt it's
blink.
charge.
Well,
And it's certainly not Glaives.
Seen crazier things. It is Blink, as you say. I don't like that because it's Roach Warren from Hyperturtle, which is just safe. Good against any sort of cheese.
Well, Stalkers are much better against Roaches than any other Twilight tech.
They are, but does Chempon have the micro to be able to micro those Stalkers?
I'm not sure. I think that's
He needs a
difficult to tell.
pylon on the other side of the map as well. Without that, I feel like this push just isn't going to do.
He
what
has a
it needs to
pylon.
do. Does he? He
Yeah.
does. My bad, I didn't see that.
He's fallen behind the workers. He stopped building workers entirely. He's gonna be supply blocked with his next warp in, so he should probably build a pylon.
Update on
Hyper
Archaic,
Turtle's supply
and,
blocked. He can't build roaches.
Yeah, the push is coming in here.
Yeah, he can't build any roaches. He might just
He
lose
just built
straight
20
up.
links.
If the Stalkers get in a good position, I think they're fine.
Stalkers are in a decent position. The drone's being pulled as well. Blink is still not
He
done.
has no blink. Oh, that's really bad. Wait, I think he might have killed all the
I think
links.
he might just kill. No, there's 14 more coming. More Stalkers coming in.
He
It's
still
looking
hasn't built a
messy,
pylon.
but it looks
He's
like
floating
it
a
might
lot.
be a bit of a hold. I'd
If
like
he
to see him
added a
drop
couple more
Twilight.
gateways or a third base, that
Twilight
would be...
or a third base and a Twilight or a Dark Shrine, anything that would be good like that right now.
Alright, Blink is finishing up, so he should be able to blink.
Why is he not
soon.
making roaches?
Okay,
Oh,
now
there's
he's...
Blink, most decent Blink.
Hyper Turtle isn't supply blocked anymore, so I'm not sure
He's still
why
making
he's
links.
creating links.
He's now pulling all of the drones. Check on
Links from behind. That's
blink,
not good.
Blink, blink.
No blink micro.
Hopefully Chempon doesn't just GG. I think he needs to I'd like some zealots, if I'm honest.
He should.
Drop some
He
more
should
gateways.
definitely
Take a
expand.
third. Yeah, I agree. I think he's just gonna get overwhelmed on the
I
stalkers
don't know
now.
why he blinked into this.
Hyper Turtle
lanes.
cannot really make many units right now because he's not been mining for the last like 2 minutes. He's still
Chianpone
only
has
half those.
no army. Oh, he's
made
warping in
zealots.
zealots, but he
That's
has no
good.
charge.
No charge, that's fine. But zealots standing side by side are better than the stalkers, I believe. I think that was a good decision. I think if they were stalkers, they would have just died.
He needs to make more. Actually, he is making more gates, so he might
More
be able
gates?
to push well if he warps in like a bunch of stalkers and a mixture of zealots. He might be able to. He might be able to win actually. Hyper Turtle has no roaches, so
Hyper Turtle's
zealots
starting to
will
make
fare
roaches
well.
now. One on the way.
One roach. Now he's going into lings again. I wonder if that was an accident.
No, there
now
are
he's
no
making-
roaches yet. Chempo needs to get a third, like you said earlier. He could do with some upgrades, and I'd like some higher tech. Some Archons would just be really, really good right now.
This is a problem I've seen a lot with his gameplay. He gets too focused. He forgets to build production structures. He never expands.
Thinks he just needs to attack.
Yeah, I mean, he can attack, but he has the money, so why not expand? He's not really building any... Oh, now he's warping in Zealots.
Zealots are good, and they have charge. This is looking good for Chempo. This could be a bit of an upset.
He needs to push across, though, or
he needs to push
fix
like
his
now.
economy.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, probably do both. He should probably push and expand.
He should, yeah. He should drop 2 bases right now. And push.
But he's afraid of pushing, and he's maybe afraid of expanding as well. Oh, he's going for it.
I don't like this. There's no pylon on the other side of the map. These 6 roaches come out. That would be quite good.
I think he should get a robo.
He should.
For
a robo and an expansion.
Colossus or Disruptor, and definitely
He's not walked
Immortals.
anything in for like 2 minutes now. Or at least a minute.
He's floating so much money.
Killing the 4th's nice, but...
Fighting on the ramp against the
yeah,
Lynx is
that's
probably
bad.
good. I guess he didn't want to get trapped.
Go home,
with
go
wireless.
home, go home.
That's probably a bad blink since he can't.
You need
blink
to
it
warp in,
down.
Chempon. If you don't warp in more stuff, then you're just gonna lose. 8 stalkers, okay.
He should attack the
Don't
third base right now.
dislike it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you don't need to come home. Micro, blink, no.
He's probably just gonna lose these stalkers now.
Yeah, the stalkers in the middle of the map. Sacrificial.
Yeah.
Stalkers coming down the ramp is a bad decision also.
I think he missed his chance to win the game. Now he's just too far behind. Unless Hyper Turtle makes some enormous mistake.
Yeah, the economy is starting to really ramp up for Hyper Turtle now. 10 workers ahead for a good while now. Hydralisk's on the way. +1/+1. Oh, sorry, no, that's +1
not-
attack and, you know, is that
He's
the
not
dash
rebuilding
upgrade?
his 4th though. The dash upgrade? No, that's grooved spines.
That's the +1 range, isn't it, I think?
Yeah. He can't get the dash upgrade unless he has hive tech. I don't think he has a hive. He has. Does it say he has 2 layers?
He has 2 layers. He likes to get things in pairs. There we are.
That is-
Lurker down on the way.
That is
Update
very
on
odd.
Archaic and Regret. This apparently agreed not to play today. There's the third from Champone at 11 minutes 30, the standard time. I don't like the amount of stalkers with no upgrades against Ling, Roach.
Now that the
not really what you want.
hydras are out, especially.
I mean, Blink's good against Hydras. I don't know what you think. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's there. I just feel like he's not going to be able to take these lurkers on.
Hydras,
Maybe if all these links die?
kind of shred stalkers.
Yeah, they do. But there's only about 5 right now. It's the lurkers that worry. He won't have detection. These
Yeah,
links are just going to kill the third.
he does have a robo though. He's starting to build immortals. I don't think he can
no
defend
idea
his
about
third
the
base.
lurkers. No, he can't. Oh, he has won them all already. Getting a couple of links is decent, but he needs to start that third again. As soon as the
Honestly,
lurkers
you should
come in.
probably start a third and a fourth.
Like 2 minutes ago, yeah. Hypertel with
Hyper-
70 drones.
Hyper Turtle not attacking is kind of odd.
He doesn't realize what position he's in, and he's giving the Protoss time.
Well,
So they're coming out.
he knows that there's no third base, so he should be aware that he's pretty well off comparatively. And
I almost feel like if Chempon would have gone air, he could have just won this off 2 base. Maybe if he got detection, but Chempon's army is slightly scary though still. And if he has detection and the Hydras or something on top of the lurkers, he could still win.
he's not. He keeps just leaving his third base out to dry. It's not going very well for him.
He needs
If
to
you
sit
would-
on it.
Yeah, if you would put something over there to defend it from run-bys, he would
If
be
you
in
kill
a
that
much better
Overlord, that would
position.
help, because that's possibly given vision, is it? No, it's not actually. Yeah, it is given vision with the base. You press 1. I don't think Chempon's going to make disruptors, right?
Probably not.
You know, Hypertel at
I can't say for
190
sure.
supply
Oh,
now.
he is. He is making disruptors.
What's his disruptor micro like? Any idea?
No, I have absolutely
idea.
no idea.
I mean,
He's
what I've
probably-
seen from his micros been semi-good. I mean, if he gets a good ball on some of the lurkers, it could work here. I think that's the only saving grace here now is that one
he's-
disruptor shot.
He's down 50 workers, which is less than ideal.
Yeah, that's true.
And now the lurkers have thrown up.
What does he do with the disruptor?
He's not using it.
Not doing anything right
Oh,
now. There we go.
now he's using it. Still though, he needs
That's
2
not enough.
shots.
Is it 3 shots? Or is it 2?
I think it's 2.
It's
The
2,
second,
yeah.
the second one is out, so he
It'll
could use
soon
it
be
now.
3 though, because the lurkers regenerate, right? So
Yeah, he needs to do it quickly.
he got the shot off. That was decent.
I don't.
I don't like this.
Yeah. He's on top of lurkers now.
Yeah, this is why I said if the lurkers get something on top of them, then
Well, maybe he blinked
disruptor.
away.
disruptor. Disruptor. Oh, decent micro.
He's
Does he have enough? Does he
trapping
have
his
detection?
whole army up on the
He's
ramp,
trapping his
though.
own all on me, and he doesn't have detection.
He's building an observer. It's out now.
Now, it's out. And he can kill that.
Oh, he's stacking up though.
He managed to clear it up, but yeah, Hypertel just has too much economy, which is what you went back to earlier.
Yeah, he also managed to lose like 10 workers during that.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the economy for it. Hypertel can do whatever he wants here. And that's a dead third. And Hypertel doing well with the upgrades, I've all just noticed. 3-3 on the way.
And I think we have 0-0 for Chienpone.
Adrenal glands on the way also for those links, so those links are just going to rip through absolutely everything. Chempone's pretty much got no money, so he's back on Zealots, and this game is just over whenever Hyperturtle decides to just push across the map. Hyperturtle going for Vipers, which aren't really needed, but just styling. Literally could make whatever you want, Hyperturtle. Adds 3 Ultralisks casually and 30 links, and that will just probably be all she wrote. Especially with Chempone out in the middle of the map.
Well, the lurkers aren't what killed him.
No, they're not. If his macro was a little bit better, the decision making on not making the expansions, like you say, just delayed and delayed and delayed.
He just got too focused on his attack, and it completely put him behind.
Which is sad, really.
It did look kind of promising
Stray.
for the Terra. I think Hyperturtle is coming back.
Yeah, of course he is. Didn't even need the Vipers, really, let's be honest. And there we go. GG, well played.
That was a bit of a rough one. Hopefully he, expands in the next game, I guess.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at Chempone's history. I didn't see Chempone versus what's his name? Sergeant ABC. I'm guessing he just played similarly. Yeah,
I didn't see the last time they played against each other. I saw the first time they played against each other. I think he was playing Terran though.
Chempone's execution was a little bit better, like 10% better, and the decision makings are that little bit better. He would have gotten into a position where he would have been ahead, a bigger army, and Hyperturtle would have been able to kill him. Just a few little changes.
In the top right, in the red, we have
Hyperturtle.
And in the bottom left, looking to come back and take this to the last match, we have... Can he do it though? That's the question. I believe he can. That game 1 looked extremely close, but will Hyperturtle play safer? Will he get, a handful of links out sooner and be aggressive, or go for a link bane boss, which I don't think is really Hyperturtle's style? I think if it was a 2v2 and he had somebody coaching him and said, let's do this cheese, he'd probably do it. He feels a bit more of a macro-oriented player. I think Chempone's going to be the one to put pressure on again, but we'll see. I think he has to be.
It's hard to tell what he's gonna go for right off the bat, but that is a very early second pylon.
Yep, I was just
I'm not sure if that's
say,
part of his...
criticizing the build a little bit. I know we're not... Shouldn't, but yeah, if you wanted to improve,
he's
you should be
proxying
going
the
for it.
pylon too.
No, 2 of them. Which Hyperturtle also scouts.
He's just leaving them. Honestly, I think that's a better choice than trying to go ahead with it. Since it's pretty much impossible.
Putting it further out. Not into the A lane push. And B, yeah. There was nothing wrong with your push, Chempone, last game. Literally nothing. If you don't get the second pylon, you can get an expansion. Get an expansion and go for an 8-gate push. Or a 7-gate push. Anything like that would be so much better than this sort of cheese. He's going to try and do the Void Ray build, isn't he?
I think Well, actually, I'm not sure. I think the shield batteries might be for a ground push, but he's going for an adept and no Stargate.
And yeah, Papitel just going spines and he's just going to be ahead. Another pylon. Papitel will say, thank you very much for those 2 free pylons. I will nom 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 them right up.
Curious that he isn't aware that the proxy is going ahead, but he finishes the spines anyway. I guess he sees it now.
Yeah.
Which I'm honestly not sure what this build is.
I mean, this one adept could kill all these lings, potentially. No, he can't. Way too many lings. I think Chapon's just dead because he can't expand because there's too many lings. All he can do right now is go for like 3-gate warp prism into the main and try and kill the main. That's all I can think he can do, but I don't think he'll do that.
Yeah,
There's
no way he can hold that.
No. Oh, I had hope for you, Champo.
I think maybe his problem is that he doesn't feel confident against Hyper Turtle.
He always doesn't feel confident though. You ever speak to him and he's always like, oh, I'm gonna lose. Have some confidence, you can play this game better than, you know, 90% of other players.
I think his builds in the last 2 games were really desperation because he doesn't believe he can win a different style of game.
Yeah.
Kind of sad to see, but not necessarily a surprise since he is from Code B.
Yeah, there's 200 MMR in this. I mean, Void Ray is not the unit that you want right now.
Definitely should have gone for an Oracle, especially now.
Yeah, I'd say Oracle also. But...
honestly, bad choice from Hyper Turtle, waiting to go in. It's not gonna matter.
He's not gonna have anything. Yeah.
It's not gonna matter, but he's
been safe. He wants to get the win.
It would be much safer to just go in since he knows there are no units, instead of giving Shinpone a chance to build something. But
when you have 20 banes, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
GG.
Is that the last match?
I think we might have Little Reaper versus Revenant Rage. Is Little Reaper around, KJ?
Yeah, he's been waiting for a couple hours for Revenant Rage.
Okay.
So
I think Revenant Rage might finally be around.
Okay. Best of 3, right?
It was, yeah. Well played.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. GG. Chianpone, you're muted.
I think his microphone might be having problems.
Oh yeah,
problems.
Yeah, but I mean, he was actually muted in Discord.
I see. So Chianpone, we were looking at your playstyle and thinking that it looked like you were maybe adapting to play as though you had already lost in your head, basically. Like you didn't feel that you could win at all, so you were playing kind of desperation builds. Is that the case?
No, I was just trying to kill him quickly because he's much better at the late game than I am. So I can't. I didn't really. I wouldn't stand a chance in the late game. So I was trying to kill him early, but obviously that didn't pay out. The first game I tried in the second game, but he scattered it. Yeah.
Well,
Scary.
in the first game, actually, you did really well. The only problem is that during your attack, you were floating a lot of money. Like you didn't build any production structures and you didn't expand. So you put yourself behind. But your attack actually, if you had done stuff behind it, I think would have put you ahead. And also, later on, you were faring pretty well despite the fact that you were behind. So I think with like disruptors and such, if you had a decent economy behind it, you actually would have done pretty well. So I think it's not impossible that you could have played a late game against Hyper Turtle.
Your production was very impressive. A lot better than the last time I saw you in action. So, well done.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, Genpone's Protoss. Oh, he's 2600. Oh, he could definitely, do this. Some sort of cheese or something here, but can he beat Hypertail twice? And game one was very close. There were a couple of times when I was like, yeah, if he doesn't do X or Y, he could definitely win this. But then he did X or Y, and I got quite sad. He blinked to the middle of the map a couple of times. But yeah, Hypertail was a safe build, solid. That's why you were the champion last season.
Well, I know War Bunnies is watching, so part of me is like, okay, the last thing I want is for him to remind me again that I don't build enough workers. So.
All right, guys, real quick. Hyper Turtle, congrats. You'll move on to face the winner of Revenant Rage versus Little Reaper, which is up next. You're in game mode right now, Hyper Turtle. We'll have you right after this, right?
Oh, okay. I can hang around.
All right, cool. So I think if Veils and Instability, I think we may have a caster available for this one. Let me just make sure if Regret and I think they wanted to cast this one. Regret but you guys should be all on. You guys should be all on because it's fun.
I'm happy to dip.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting to 3 a.m. now.
Yeah,
I probably should dip.
That's true. Let me bring him in here. Let me bring in the players. And
How's it
Revenant
going?
Rage. Revenant Rage is now on too. Little Reaper is on.
It's not too late. The spirits did it all in one night.
Cool. All right.
Just wanted to throw that in. All right, see you in a little while.
All right, Hyper Turtle. Okay, so Neutrophil, Regret, are you guys still casting? Because we got Veils and Instability ready to go if needed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're all set. We're all set.
All right, cool.
We got Dark Menace here too.
Oh,
Yep.
cool. We're gonna get the Zergs. The Zergs watching this PvP. Okay, cool. All right. Now we got these two guys. Ask questions. And you're
I'll
dipping
dip
out,
off, guys.
Veils?
So yeah,
All right,
I'll go.
Veils.
I'll
Peace,
also
everyone.
go.
Good night.
All right, guys.
Later.
I guess you guys will be watching and see what happens. This is a nice match. GG's. Thanks for casting.
Oh yeah.
All
All
right,
right, Neutrophil,
Neutrophil.
how are we feeling?
We're good.
Yeah, let's go ask these guys.
Dark Menace, are we there
questions.
too?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys don't have any camera?
I got mine on.
Yeah, turn it on for us, Neutrophil and Dark Menace. So.
Don't even worry about it.
Okay, so Regret, you can ask questions with these two players here. Go ahead while they turn on the camera.
Yeah, hey guys, how are we feeling? Here's a question. Did we have a Christmas dinner?
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's good. So we're like powered up. We're like all set for this match.
Except for a power nap is more like it.
All right. Well, get this over with. See, that's actually incentive to just rush. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm feeling sleepy and I don't really want to play a match, I'll 12 pull or something. So you guys could just go. So here's what I'm thinking. All right, both of you guys go gate first, right, and then go straight to DTs, and then see who kills each other faster. Okay, I'm not suggesting anything in particular. I'm just saying, what might be a good games for the fans. How are we feeling, Neutrophil, Dark Menace over there?
Yeah, we need your cameras, Neutrophil, Darkness. Remember, guys, this is a playoff match, so we gotta make sure everything's fair and all good. This is really important for both of them.
I don't know if we can put the camera up.
All right. Well, that's fine. Any other questions for Little Reaper and Revenant Rage? Any comments from either player?
Yeah. Are we feeling a little intimidated, or are we feeling like I feel like, like we have this under control for each of you guys? I was just curious.
I definitely feel intimidated. Playing a little bit out of my league.
Little Reaper is the most intimidating player I know. And Little
Yeah.
Reaper, I feel you, man. Well, I wish you guys both the best of luck in this match. We'll have a lot of fun casting it, I'm sure.
All right. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, I have one last question. Hey, Revenant Rage, you did mention you feel a little intimidated that you're out of your league, but I feel like you guys are kind of similar. Even MMRs are pretty close. Why is that? Is
Yeah.
that just because of one game where you lost? It's only one game, right? The Ace match?
Well, the big thing for me is I just have not had the time to play. And, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, good. Well, good luck to you. Good luck, Little Reaper. We'll both have fun watching this for a playoff match. And the winner faces Hyper Turtle, who's really excited. Good luck. Okay, the
Alright.
players are not in here anymore, so you go ahead.
It's gonna be
Alright.
interesting. I
Alright,
haven't personally seen very many games out of Rev Rage,
Uh-huh.
and I have seen a Little Reapers practice, so I know what to expect.
Dude,
But I don't know.
am so excited for this match. Like, I'm actually tingling. I'm getting chills waiting for this to start right now.
What you excited about specifically?
Dude, I don't know. Like, Protoss, I just want to see some cheese. Like, if it's Protoss versus Protoss, I better not see Blinkstalker versus Blinkstalker. I would
I
cry.
mean, from what I've seen, I haven't seen any Little Reaper cheeses practice. He's been practicing kind of mid game, I think. So I think it'll be surprising. I don't know if Rev Rage, again, I haven't seen too many games out of him, is a particularly like aggressive player, or if he'll pull out like a cheese or anything. So we might be
Well-
seeing the Blinkstalker. I don't know.
If it's Blinkstalker, I'm leaving the game.
Don't do that.
Okay. Here's prediction, game 1, okay. It's gonna be a cannon rush but like he's gonna hold it off with his own cannon, and then he's gonna go DT into like with a war prism to the main. I won't say which one this though. I think the Protoss is gonna win.
You are watching FSL.
I'm not expecting any late game from either of them.
This is true.
Carrier rush. Carriers are kind of character-looking to play. Okay.
So in the bottom left,
In the bottom
we have
left,
our blue Protoss.
Revenant
it is.
Rage.
And in our top right, we have the red Protoss. Okay. So this is pretty standard, I
Amygdala.
guess.
For those who don't know, Amygdala is a really interesting, unique map. The center of the map has like rocks and stuff. Actually, also has Zerg rocks if you pay attention. And the Zerg rocks on like the bottom side of each of the things, like they bleed out. I think it's like 8 minutes or something.
Mhm.
Really cool,
This is
interesting. Yeah, you can actually also, I think you can save them with creep if you really want to keep them up, but I don't know if that really matters. So, both probes from both players, doing a yin-yang around the map.
Man, it's pretty mirrored. I mean, Little Reaper got that pylon kind of early, but
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see a pretty standard game against your wishes.
Okay. Okay, no, wait, I think Revenant Rage is gonna put a pylon in the back of the base here.
Not quite. Oh,
Okay,
although,
probe on probe action.
this might be a...
What?
Oh, okay.
Probe kill! I told you,
Never
I
mind.
told you they're cheesing. This
Yeah,
is
not
like...
It's okay. We got some early game action. And
Yeah, and the Cybercore from
Keep it
Revenant
good.
Rage is delayed, like 10 seconds, I think. Late second gas for Revenant Rage. Little Reaper on top of the tech, slapping down another gateway.
Looks like Red's trying to expand here, and the probe block doesn't actually block it, so he gets it down.
Yikes. Alright, warp gate on the way for both players, but Revenant Rage ahead with the Expo, Little Reaper slapping down another gate. Looks like Little Reapers might be going into tech or some aggression first, but Revenant Rage. Stockpiling funds. Little Reaper actually putting down the expansion now, okay. So Little Reaper's a little bit safer here. Gets the Adept out earlier.
Oh, and the worker kill in the beginning gets kind of
Wow.
revenged. So
Cancelled out. Okay, at almost the same time, Twilight and Robo are going down at the same time. Little Reaper kind of idling a probe, but it's natural. Okay, fixed it. He's good.
I think it's interesting, like, Rev just has that one adept out, and no, they both have one adept, if I'm mistaken, but
Uh-oh.
this one's just
Rev's
moving
Adept
in.
gets... Oh, wow, he shaded away. Okay. So
But
two
there's no
Adepts on
defense
either
at
side of
home.
the map, but Little Reaper is, like, in the base already. As long as Little Reaper's... Oh, wow, a recall coming out from
Forcing a
Rev.
recall. This is good for Little Reaper.
Yeah, 3 probe kills already, though. Charge coming out for Little Reaper. He's going to follow up with some charge lots. But the base for Revenant Rage is already finished. Little Reaper's is finishing up soon. Warp chronoed out faster for Little Reaper. Looks like... Okay, so Little Reaper is going to go for a bit of a gateway tech pressure, Twilight Council. Whereas I think Rev is going to go, I think, an Immortal after this Observer. Did he wall himself off? Is he actually going to break that gateway?
So it seems.
No. Okay, a little confusing. Yeah, Little Reaper, I think that Stalker is working fine. I don't think you need to test it on that.
Yeah,
Wait,
Little
what?
Reaper's kind of falling behind on the worker production here. He's starting to float a lot of money. So if he's not gonna
Yeah.
throw down gates or get a base, he's gonna fall behind. Okay, now we got a
Revenant,
dark.
oh, the Dark Shrine! I called it! Wait, okay, but Revenant Rage is floating so much gas, and he already has Observers out, though. So, I'm not sure how much is this going to do. But I really respect the Dark Shrine play. That's my favorite. Okay, battery at the top of the ramp. Seems a little early, cancelled for Little Reaper. Dark Shrine is still coming out, nothing in production for Revenant Rage at the moment. And charge is completed, but the Adept Shade into the natural. Get 1 kill. 2 kills. Oh, no. No kills. Only 1 kill, I guess, but both Adepts die. Great defense from Little Reaper with the Stalkers. No blink yet, though. Just charge. 2 gas is down for Revenant Rage.
They're both floating a bit, but there we see Rev Rage getting the Forge and the Twilight.
Yeah, liking this timing a lot from Little Reaper, though. We'll see if Revenant Rage can hold us with just Robotech.
Yeah, so we got 5 versus 2 Stalkers.
But
No,
Rev has
it's
got a
close.
battery up here.
And here we go.
Alright.
So-
Let's do the math on this one. Okay, Little Reaper pulls back.
Probably chase.
Okay,
I think he's
Little
just waiting
Minecraft.
for his reinforcements here. He's got Zealots trickling in across the map right now. And, like, the pressure here is good. Even if he doesn't commit to anything here.
But two Zealots are about to die for free, and the Immortal is out. I don't know if Little Reaper can push this anymore.
He
He
definitely
had a
can.
window. Observer's still on Little Reaper's side of the map, seeing everything. Wow, Revenant Rage going for the +1 melee. Or no, +1
Oh,
ground.
here we got the DT, though. The DT can definitely throw something
The
out.
DT is gonna,
He has
like,
an Observer.
freak. And Little Reaper's taking 3rd behind this. Okay, I'm liking this a lot. This is a great position. But if Revenant Rage gets out an Observer, this entire thing gets shut down.
He raised an observer out.
But the Observer's
Oh, it's on the other side. Or maybe he recalls it like the Adept in the beginning.
He might.
Okay, Little Reaper going in the front. Gets down 1 Stalker, but the Immortal is doing so much damage, dishing it out. But the Observer is now being produced. DT,
And the
how many
DT
kills on this
is
DT?
Going to town.
10 kills on this DT right now. And the Observer is still not out. It's being chronoed out. Okay, Observer just comes out. Revenant Rage moves back all of his army to kill this 1 DT. There's an opening for Little Reaper right now, and he's taking it.
I think it's a
But
bad fight.
the Immortals are back, though.
I
Yeah.
think he just backs off. He's up.
If he macros at home, he
He
has
has
a
a
shot
third
here.
base
But
all the
Rev
way.
Rage is now on a timer. He's like down workers.
Yeah.
He's low in cash. He's got to push and do some damage. But it looks like he's staying. pretty
Revenant
passive.
Rage, yeah. No. This is worrying for Rev Rage. I mean, unless he gets that probe count up really fast and text behind it, like I don't. I think he either needs to attack or start going for Semtech or an expansion. Like he
Now,
can't just be sitting at home right now.
his big advantage is he's about to get +1. So if
Yeah,
he does hit, he'll definitely have a huge advantage here. But he's still staying idle, and Little Reaper's up a base, up on workers, finally got his own forge, and he's got batteries too, so
yeah,
he's
it's
gonna
gonna
have
be
to
hard
worry.
for Rev Rage to push this advantage. Side note: the Zerg rocks are now almost dead. If a player moves a unit by, we could actually see their death animation, but I doubt that's happening anytime soon.
And another interesting thing is Red Rage is not throwing up any cannons at home, so Little Reaper can keep
Yeah,
this DT pressure up.
yeah. Well, I doubt he's gonna be putting any more DTs in the base. I mean, there's an observer already. He's morphing Archons instead. It seems like the Archons I like a lot. It's just against this heavy Robo composition from Revenant Rage, they're not the best unit. I think I would love to see definitely some more zealots with this. Okay, Little Reaper sending out some zealots to scout the attack that is 100% coming from Revenant Rage.
So
Round
he's
to the
flashing
third
his
base.
third.
Battery's finishing up. Little Reaper with the warp cycles, more zealots. There's
Now
a
Zealots are
lot
gonna
of
be
sentries
huge
here from
problem.
Revenant Rage, though. The sentries kind of not really worth it in this fight. There's not that many ranged units from Little Reaper. But the attack is starting. 3 Guardian Shields go down, but the Immortals are encased inside the Stalkers. Wow. This is a great fight for Little Reaper here. Gets 1 Immortal, rest recalled out. But wow, those Immortals are really low, clinging on to dear life.
Little Reaper's going on the offensive here. He's pushing that army advantage he knows he has now.
Guys, low key, Little Reaper has like just been doing like everything right. Like the expanding behind the DTs like gave him so much space to get that econ up. And now he's leading with like 20 workers. Though Revenant Rage does have his +2 finishing with, and I think with that he might be able to hold this push on his third, but he has to go now. Like he has to respond to this immediately. Cancelled, okay. Yeah, this is a scary army for both sides, but right now Revenant Rage has the home advantage. Robo Bay coming down for Revenant Rage. This also might be a skin diff. Does anyone know the exact stat? Like the exact stat difference on the StarCraft 1 Zealots versus the StarCraft 2 ones?
They're just better. At least that's what we can see here. But it's a
Yeah,
good
I think
surround
it's
by Little Reaper, and
definitely working out for
even if
Little Reaper.
Red Rage holds this, he's just fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, 4th base behind this for Little Reaper. That's it, Revenant Rage taps it out. Amazing game. Little Reaper takes game number 1. Really great back and forth. It really shows you how important that home advantage is for Protoss versus Protoss. You get the weapons way faster, you get the shield batteries also, and so, you know, but Little Reaper clutches it out with a heavy charge lot. Wow. I feel like that really lived up to my expectations. I got the DTs.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the cannons now.
Have to see. Do you have any experience playing on Frostline? I haven't been playing too much ladder this season, so I don't actually know about the new maps.
The only thing I know about Frostline is they have those weird like Overlord pillars that are like really like they're like Tetris blocks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, I like send an Overlord onto the blocks, and it'll be like, oh, Little Reaper race.
All right.
Okay, cool.
I would see a Terran game. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, that would have been so exciting. Wow. Little Reaper baiting me. It's okay. What was I saying? I would move the Overlord on these like pillars, right? And then the 2 Marines would come up and try to shoot my Overlord, and I'm like, ah! So I move the Overlord like this way, and then this way, and then this way, so that I can fly it away. But it's like you have to slide it across the pillar because it's not just a singular pillar. It's like that one Tetris block. Really fun minigame design. But we're hopping into game number 2 here.
Okay. Well, in the top right corner, we have the blue Protoss.
Revenant Rage.
And in the bottom left corner, we have the red Protoss. His name is. I feel an instinctual, like, kinship to Little Reaper. Both of our FSL intros have some form of lightning in them. I really need to change mine.
Yeah, at this point, we've been in the league for so long that
It's like, it's
we
a
need to
little
keep
outdated.
changing them.
Okay, so here's the plan, alright? We hang out, and then, you know those, for our hardcore Blizzard fans out there, if you've ever played Overwatch, or Overwatch 1 or 2, you'll know that there are these, like, highlight intros for each hero, where they do some sort of cool thing, and it's like, yeah, I'm this person. So I think we need to, like, have one of those, but, like, maybe mimic the Overwatch ones.
I think we can definitely have our own flair to it, but the idea of having a unique one would be really cool, especially with the effects. Like, think of the work you put into the lightning. It's pretty tough.
It is really tough. I will. Ugh, wow, I have to give myself that. No, I mean, okay, wait. For example, okay, like imagine, okay, you're logging onto the Twitch stream, right, and you're watching the intros for this next game, and it's between Regret and whoever, and then it's like the Winston, like, rah, and then he takes his glasses off. You know what I mean? Wow. Is this a block? Okay, no, it's not. Sorry, I just got really excited. Little Reaper with 2 gates and a cyber coming out. I thought it was a block from one of them, but there is actually just a hole. Right, that is, yeah, we do have a game going on here. Proxy Pylon from Revenant Rage.
Rev is still floating a lot of minerals. I thought he was gonna go for that early expand, but I mean,
Yeah.
oh,
I
he's
think he's
rushing out
really
the Twilight.
focused. Okay, the Twilight. Maybe this
This
is
is gonna be a
DTs.
timing.
Yeah.
Just throwing down 3 gates here. I don't know if
And Little Reaper's expanding. No warp yet from Little Reaper. A little late on that. With the
this looks like
gas.
it might be a 4 gate. Rush out blink or something.
Does anyone know the math on this? Like, is it actually faster? Is it efficient to like recall your probe like that, or is it better to just chrono warp?
I mean, if he's already sitting on 1 base, he doesn't really need to go over that saturate. Oh, you're right with the DTs.
Oh my god. Okay, if it was me, I would have saved that probe and put the DT shrine all the way where the proxy is. Actually, did you know that if you proxy the DT shrine, it builds faster?
Maybe in your head.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. Longtime
Anyway,
watchers will know that Sir Maligan would always, like, go to some random corner of the map and put his DT shrine there.
That's true.
Okay, Dark Menace confirmation, that's how you know it's real.
The fact that Little Reaper hasn't seen the Dark Shrine, though, I mean, he doesn't really need to proxy it
Yeah,
anyway.
no scouting, but there
He
is
does
a
have a
robo
robo on.
on the way,
scouted
yeah,
it,
halfway
guys.
done.
He scouted it,
did?
guys. Look at his vision.
Uh-oh. Actually, Little Reaper does 100%. Okay, question is, does he know it's a Dark Shrine? Though I would say probably yes, because he is making 2 cannons and a robo, which seems like 3 cannons. Okay, the Little Reaper might know it's a Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine is finishing, so what is the play? DT is being warped in soon, maybe?
It's not gonna
Revenant
matter.
Range
The
definitely
cannons
has...
river.
Yeah, he definitely has the money for it. It matters, okay. So these DTs are being warped in, but it matters because Revenant Rage is putting all this money onto these DTs, but Little Reaper knows what's coming. He has an Observer and 2 cannons in the front. These DTs are not going to do anything.
That
Wow.
is a big blunder.
Wow. That was... Okay, that reminds me of that one cinematic where Zeratul was, like, fighting against Kerrigan. I think those DTs needed to blink out.
Unfortunately,
Reap-
he did not rush out that blink.
Classic mistake from Revenant Rage. I guarantee you, if you start watching some Code S games, all these Code S players are going to be rushing DT Blink. Little Reaper, though, with a supply advantage, 10 supply advantage, no batteries at the front for Revenant Rage, 4 Stalkers against 1 Adept, not great odds. Revenant Rage pulls the probes.
Damage out of this if he just warps in some DTs here, but it seems he's forgotten about it.
Oh, well, the Observer's
here now.
Yeah. 3 Stalkers now, though. Another one coming down, but the battery is nowhere close to being done. Revenant Rage pulls the probes again. This is really great pressure from Little Reaper, scouting the Dark Shrine and responding correctly with the detection at home, and then just going in and doing this damage. He's already at like a 10 pro lead.
And those workers not mining in the natural, this is huge damage, even if he doesn't kill him here.
Yeah. So far though, Revenant Rage actually has the tech advantage. He's way closer on the charge, though Little Reaper's ground weapons are going to be finishing soon. I think if Revenant Rage really commits to the charge lots, just like for this next minute, he can definitely hold off this Little Reaper aggression, for sure.
And it seems Little Reaper knows he can't kill him here, so he's got that third on the way, and he's just macroing up.
Yeah. As long as, yeah. Well, I would say that Little Reaper probably needs to know that this proxy exists, but maybe asking for too much. Observer is still keeping an eye on things at the natural. Both players probing up, but Little Reaper already has such a massive economic advantage.
Got some charge lots warping in at that proxy.
Yeah, but there's an immortal bunch of stalkers and tanks. I don't think they're gonna do anything. They might just be better off at home. Or if they hit the third, it could be good, but right now Rev needs to pull off a heroic comeback. 2-4 just coming down. He's going for the tech option rather than the econ option. We'll see if it works out for him.
And that third is finishing up, so we're gonna see Little Reaper's econ kick up.
Yeah.
Now, the Zealots are still just hanging around, and that's probably what's for best, because they're not gonna do much in this run by here. Though,
Okay.
it's 7 now,
Yeah.
posturing. And that's
Yeah,
an
not a
interesting
great
to
fight.
take.
Thrown away at the... I mean, his Zealots survive. They might get a couple pro kills here, though.
This might be a problem.
Lucky
But-
his strike team. But, I mean, Little Reaper's still teching behind this. He's getting charge, +2 for the ground.
And yeah, that's not enough damage.
Good idea, but Revenant needs to be doing more at home and more on the field. Okay. Armor starting and +1 for those double forge. Really liking the...
The
his
Stargate
Revenant's
tech switch here,
range. Wow.
this is his chance to come back here. If he can just rush
Yeah.
out some carriers.
But Little Reaper's on the move. Okay, here's the question. If we put Dark Menace in Revenant Rage right now, we cut the game and then have Dark Menace sub in, is Dark Menace winning this?
Oh, that's an easy win.
See, I don't know about that.
Nah,
Well, okay, so Dark Menace, you have to consider that you're playing... Oh, wow, Revenant Rage putting down an expansion. I don't know if Dark Menace
He'll
would have
have to
done that.
cancel this and spam a bunch of Zealots at home, because he's not going to be able to hold this with this.
Gets the Observer, though. That's a great pick. That means he has no detection for DTs.
And he's just getting jumped here. He doesn't have any money to make anything.
Dark Menace, I think you're forgetting that you'd be playing against Little Reaper. Like,
Would he know I got subbed in?
yeah.
Then I win.
Wait, okay,
So,
Revenant Rage
we're
is kind of
actually
holding
picking this
this.
up.
The Immortal, one of the Immortals
The
is
Immortal's
going
been
down,
shooting
but the
as well.
shield battery's out. Wow, okay. Little Reaper recalls. Saves one Immortal. The
So,
home
as
field
good as the hold
advantage.
was,
Home field advantage really on display for Revenant Rage. And he gets the third up.
But as good as that hold was, I mean, he's at half of the workers right now, and
Yeah, and he has the 2 Stargates, up, but no money.
so he's just gonna kind of sit there. And Little Reaper might actually see this proxy now. I don't know if you're gonna
He may spot it. I would say there's a possibility he spots this. Okay, he
Yeah,
sees it on his mini-map, but...
There he goes.
Okay, he definitely sees it.
So this game's just gonna play out a little longer. It's gonna be very hard for Rev Rage to get that Stargate tech to use.
Especially if he's not probing right now. Revenant Rage needs to be making all the probes that he can. Okay, 2 Oracles.
Double Oracle.
Maybe the
This might be
play.
valid because he just doesn't have the money to tech to a Fleet Beacon, and this could get some worker damage done. I mean, he's still at a huge army deficit here, so if Little Reaper does keep attacking him, he's just not going to be able to hold. But
Yeah,
if Little Reaper's just not aggressive, those oracles can definitely pull him back a bit.
for sure. Okay, but +3 ground on the way for Little Reaper, +1 air for Revenant Rage. Little Reaper sticking to the classic charge lot in all definitions of the word.
And the
Oracle's coming
are on the move.
around. You know, I love thinking about oracles as like these little tennis balls. Like they have like the little like green tennis balls inside of them. That's how they
I guess
move.
they're just rolling in the sky, I guess.
Do you guys ever think about what it would be like to play tennis with an oracle? Okay, oracle's coming in on the 4th. Getting 2, 3, 4, 5 pro kills. Tagging the Nexus, tickling a little bit.
He did
Heading
turn
over
off
to
the
the natural, but
Bishop
there are
is
no
lying.
probes here.
That one stalker's trying to defend here, but he's gonna
Little
get
Reaper,
one.
I don't think those probes can fight the Oracle. Okay. Little Reaper is running the probes away, but there is a cannon and a stalker here. Oracle's taking big damage.
Little Reaper.
Natural.
Wow, Little Reaper is in. Are those Zerglings or Zealots? And Revenant Rage has very little to defend this.
And as much damage as the oracles can do, they can't kill buildings.
That many
fast
Zealots.
enough, so.
Right. This is looking like this was a very hopeful comeback attempt from Revenant Rage, but it looks like Little Reaper's going to be taking this one with a swarm of charge lots. GG. Amazing series from both of these players. Let's get them in the BC. Alright, what are you thinking about questions for these players?
Well, we can definitely talk about the DT shrine because that came at both games.
Alright. Amazing series, you two. Congratulations to both of you. You guys both played really well. We were real impressed. We were also really amused that Little Reaper went for the Dark Shrine first game. Revenant Rage responded in the second game with his Dark Shrine of his own. Was that a set play, or were you just trying to get back at Little Reaper for his Pro Touch shenanigans? I was wondering.
I kind of figured that he wouldn't expect what he already used against me. I was really hoping that probe hadn't seen it, but yeah, the cannons say otherwise.
Yeah, unfortunately, Little Reaper didn't know, but very good attempts. Actually, there was one fight where you had actually killed his observer, and putting down a couple of Dark Templars would have helped you with that defense. But speaking of defense, like wow, I think it's really interesting to see how the home field advantage really helps both of you players, because with the shield batteries and the faster warp-ins, I mean, that game was so back and forth. Both games were, and it was really impressive. Neutrophil Dark Menace?
Yeah, like I don't know if I have any follow-up questions other than Little Reaper. Did those games go as you planned? Were you planning on doing that DT Shrine game one, or what prompted you? Was it regrets Dark Templar comment in the beginning?
Not really. I just thought of doing it, and I just wanted, and it's kind of fun, and it works like last game, so, I thought it would work this.
All right.
Valid
Well,
reasoning.
we definitely got some interesting games, so that's good.
If it doesn't damage, don't repair it.
I have a quick question. Little Reaper, you noticed that you kind of blocked yourself in with the stalker that couldn't get out. Did that throw you off? How did you handle that kind of setback? Were you a little annoyed? And what did you have to do to focus in game one?
I was just really annoyed, I saw that, and I was, how do I keep on messing up my wall? Because, I keep on doing this on ladder and that sort of stuff, and, I feel yeah, I keep on messing it up. It was really annoying. I just thought, maybe I could do this. I thought he was gonna win that game because of that, but, yeah.
And one last question. Revenant Rage, that game one was fun because you had an adept going the other way. You had to deal with an adept at home. What made you decide to recall your one adept?
I just knew because I didn't have warp gate that if I wanted to try to avoid any damage because my shade was already so far ahead, I canceled the shade and then just recalled. Because it was either that or definitely lose more probes than I did.
Got it. All right. Well, it was great seeing you play, Revenant Rage. Being a team captain, you still have the playoffs going on for your team league, but your journey ends here. Any last words for you?
Not that I'm aware of. I just hope I can learn.
Cool. Good luck. Good luck. And Little Reaper, you'll be facing Hyper Turtle, so we'll take a break before that match happens. So we'll be back for that match. You guys can do your vetoes. I think Hyper Turtle. Let's bring him in real quick. I'm gonna ask him what's the
Oh,
plan.
I'm here already.
Oh, cool, cool. Hyper
Lurking
Turtle.
just like one of those Dark Templar.
Yeah. So what's the plan for vetoes? Are you guys gonna veto? Because I think he wants to plan a veto with you. Otherwise, because you are. I think you might be
I'm
playing
in chat
Zerg.
with Little Reaper.
Oh, you are? Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
And-
sticking with Zerg for the record.
Yeah, you look pretty good with Zerg on that last match. So I might as well ask you since you're here. You know, what are the differences that you expect given that you just play the PVZ, but this time it's Little Reaper?
I think I know Little Reaper a little bit better. At the same time, what I do know about him is pretty frightening. Also, it's always kind of a pain if I lose to someone who is 1/4 of my age.
Got it, got it. Yeah, I did see your question on the chat, I believe. All right, well, we'll let you guys chill out, take a break, and then we'll have this semifinals match coming up. All right?
All right.
Talk to you
Merry
guys in a
Christmas,
bit.
everyone.
That's right. Our Christmas broadcast here. Alright, well, he does 1 supply damage, which is not bad. And when I say not bad, it means Shuri's is like, oh, I need another depot. Maybe Shuri's gets super extra defensive. But look, Tristan
gets met by an Archon and shoots it away. But there's I think the Terran is
Alright,
really
I'm
strong
gonna
with
have to
gas.
step out, so Dark Menace will
He has a
take
lot
over
of
for me.
minerals,
He'll
he
cast
needs
with regret.
gas. He could probably do well in supplementing his stores with some heldbacks.
we know for sure we can't go. That's not really overextending, it's just keeping your players, the opponent honest. Like, do you really have anything in there? Because you guys are fast, right? Your units are fast. The lings are certainly fast, so you can always escape. So that maybe that's on Gray to kind of just send it to you.
Defensive now. Then he thinks that Dark Menace is coming with a timing push. Dark Menace decides to go for a third, so which is smart.
Tony, come up, come up.
I can't respond to that. There's 2 of them there.
Alex, Tony, let's help out up there. With the carriers on the top left.
Oh, there you go. All right, so I'm looking forward to see some of the cool builds and strategies you're planning on bringing out. So, all right, we're gonna get started. You're gonna be server definitely muted. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So that's the
His side of the map. You should
Okay.
pick the bird right in his side of the map. And in terms of eco, he's 11 workers ahead, which is fantastic for a Protoss.
But
And
maybe, but I think he's a little bit oversaturated, is he?
Sorry,
Wow.
we can stop complaining about the ping anymore because it's a non-existent factor here. Right? They both
Wow.
have the same disadvantage. This
But I
is
think
this is
this is
dangerous.
enough though. DLS Mizel.
This
Oh
is
man,
dangerous.
he's gonna get I
mean,
Yep.
like the harassing, if you could just like smooth it out and actually add on your production a bit faster, you'll notice a huge difference in like win rate very quickly. Because harassing and like actually doing a lot of damage like this is like a very high level thing.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, this game is
competitive, right?
Yeah, this is pretty competitive. Little Reaper wasn't building probes for a long time, so even though he did a ton of damage, he's actually still behind in workers. Or actually, I'm sorry, he's up. He's just...
That makes sense. That makes
So I'll try and do that for the next games and see if they leave an opening like that, yeah.
Got it. We were thinking you might proxy, but you never did. That's just really got it. Zep, you have any questions for him?
No, just good, decisive wins there, and pretty impressive. Looking forward to the next match.
Other thing. Yeah.
Especially
What do you think about that matchup, Terran versus Terran?
Well, it's the hardest race to play versus the hardest race to play, so
Which
it's a
means-
great matchup indeed.
Which means both of you will be stroking your egos. And then at someone,
Marines
she might be
initially, or
doing
tech lab or
mines.
something.
We're gonna do
Oh,
mines.
she's not gonna make she's not gonna make a battery. That's kind of a mistake, but he is targeting.
She needs
He's
to
kind of
chrono
split
this, too.
targeting. I think if Mizzou was purely attacking the pylon, he might be able to just depower this. But since
Exactly.
Chaotic pass because there's just too much action all over the map. But let's start with the bottom right corner. The orange Protoss.
Cyan.
And his teammate, the yellow Terran.
You know, like I said, this build is so strong. You don't have to. You can see here how many mistakes this dude will make. You don't actually have to play well to win with this strategy because he already took the lead, right? Now, if it was even, of course you still have to play well. But look at this.
holy cow! That was just insanity. That was just insanity. And we're gonna get a game 3 in this 2v2 match.
Colossus. Yeah, make 4
Wow,
or 5.
4 or 5. Don't
and
make
then-
like 8 of them, 10 of them, like Stu Blue did at one point.
Yeah. Do the same thing what you were doing, macro up, but just sprinkle in some Colossus in there with range, and I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, Rascallion. And then Fields of Death, and I believe it's, heavy artillery to close it out, so big maps overall. A little surprised to see Fields of Death. I'd say it's the most unpopular map in any of the pools currently, like, 1v1.
It seemed like you never worried about him. You didn't, typically people would make something against Chargefly. You just completely ignored them. What was going through your head about dealing with him?
I really wasn't thinking really much.
Yeah, they could have held it for a little bit, but Neutrophil had the entire map.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They could have held the first attack, but
yeah,
long term, no way.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're trapped in there, if you're contained.
GG. Gianphone does take it.
Yeah. Got a team thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So, instability or unstable, as I'm seeing in there. How do you feel with your versus Serum? Do you fear EMP or do you laugh?
Yeah.
All right. We have a 2-0 there. Welcome back. Gotta say, the first game was quite the macro war. Sooner or later, you gotta do something about it. But yeah, this is Neutrophil already. Sent a little bit of an early probe before.
Yeah, he's got promises.
Yep. Yeah, not that was probably what he had in mind.
No, he knows. And he's got two stuff. Cyan had a chance right there.
Yeah. We needed to have all of his units together, preferably right at the top of that round. And we have the GG.
GG. And, well, also his Chance Fire. He was focusing carriers here to.
Thanks for the game, guys. I'm gonna have to step away right now. I think Turtle, you have to as well.
Yeah,
me too.
You can only StarCraft for so long before the rest of life needs attention. It's called
That's all right.
multitasking, people.
Good night.
Not every.
I'm Gianphone.
Oh yeah, we saw you already. There you go. And this is ET's in the camp.
You can pull for rounds. Doors are very slow, especially in this map where they have to circumvent these flips.
So
So let's see here.
If you're gonna make mutas, you better be active. If you're not active on them,
Yeah.
I've seen that already.
But each time these swarm hosts recharge, there's a lot of locusts that are going to come out of them. Depu, throughout all of this, is at 130 supply.
Okay, we're back, and I think
Alright.
you know, one thing is instability is volunteering to co-cast with you, Neutrophil. And regret, you're not casting anymore, are you?
Regret is still casting. Neutrophil's not casting.
Oh, I see. Okay, so regret, you're gonna be co-casting with um instability if she hops on. Yes.
Okay, great.
Great. So that way both of you guys can be on. This will be great. Okay, so Hyper Turtle, Little Reaper. Oh, Little Reaper went to the bathroom real quick.
I'm requesting to join party.
All right, let me do
oops.
that.
Yeah.
Second. And I assume you guys did your vetoes already.
Yep. We're gonna be starting with Frostland.
And let's see. Let's get instability in here. I know she wanted to co-cast. Let's get her in here. Where is she? Okay, instability's here now. Okay, instability. Are you able to hear us? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Great. You have any questions for either of these players? Hyper Turtle versus Little Reaper in the semifinals. PVZ is, I think, what Hyper Turtle's looking forward to doing.
Well, I don't have any pre-made questions because when I said I was willing to cast, I meant some other time.
Oh,
but I'm
sorry.
good with doing it this time too.
Okay, I misunderstood you because I'm doing productions. I'm very very busy, and I see that message. I'm like, okay, great. Well, that's good though. At least you're willing to do it with regret here for the co-cast.
Excited.
That's been quite the Christmas surprise. I did not know we'd be playing or doing anything tonight, so
Yeah,
I'm
we
rolling
were
with
only
it.
gonna do. We weren't gonna invite you to ask you because we didn't hear from you. But since you're willing, we might as well knock out some games. So thanks for hopping on.
Great. I actually have a question for Hyper Turtle. What race are you?
I'm gonna be playing as Berg.
But okay, how do you choose how to select your race with your matchups?
Because I've had the most luck in FSL as Zerg. The other stuff I alternate between, and I usually go with whichever I have the least wins with to try to keep things even. If you want to unlock all the portraits, you want random to be the race that you finish getting to 1,000 wins at first. So
that's true.
So you only have to do 3,000 and not more than that. So that's what I'm.
That's really admirable. I only hope to be as much of an SC2 veteran as you are.
Well,
Right,
right now all I got left as far as the achievement goes are co-op ascension and versus wins. I am almost up there with the team wins now.
Cool. Question for you, War Bunnies. Is asking on the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's just volunteering. I think you guys are good to go, right? For the casting crew. You don't wanna. Do you wanna add him?
I'm chilling.
You're chilling. Okay.
Whatever you guys want to do.
All right. Well, I don't even see him on, so I guess we should be good. We'll see how you guys do. This is the insta regret casting combo.
Wow.
Instant regrets.
This is like the opposite of no regret.
Yeah. And okay. The bracket that I'm showing is not updated. It's actually Little Reaper, the advanced, not Revenant Rage. So we'll fix that later. But for now, we're good to go here. Good luck to both of you. And we'll see you on the other side. Best of 3.
And yep.
Awesome. How are we feeling about this matchup?
Hold on. I gotta move people around first.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about how bad we think they are right in front of them.
There you go. Okay.
That would be embarrassing.
Wait, did you say that in front of them?
Oh.
No, she was joking.
No.
No, I moved them off anyway. All right, guys. It's on you. Good luck.
Actually, well, now that you said that, I'm always so surprised at how solid these players are. I always watch their games and I'm like, wow, their fundamentals are like almost better than mine. Almost.
Yeah.
I just. Yeah, what's up?
It seems really easy, like when you're watching it sometimes, or like straightforward, but when you're actually playing,
Yeah.
I think stress really gets to you.
Yeah, like all of these things that you have to remember real time, way easier when you're just sitting back and chatting about it. So instability, you're a Protoss player, is that right?
Yeah, Protoss.
Perfect. So we'll have both sides of the story here. I'm the Zerg player, and Hyper Turtle is going to be playing Zerg, I think, for this. Yeah, there we go. We were just talking about Neutrophil and I, the Overlord pillars on Frostline, the map we're loading into. They're kind of like the Tetris block Overlord pillars. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm afraid I don't. I haven't actually played very much on these maps.
Well, maybe our observer can point it out. I don't know, it's really funny to me that they have these little Overlord pillars that you can slide your Overlords around. Really creative map design in my opinion. I love the whole vibe of this map in general. But we are loading into our first game.
Do you want to start the
And
introductions?
for sure, in the bottom left of Frostline, we have our blue Protoss player. His name is...
And in the top right, we have our red Zerg player. He is...
Hyper Turtle. Okay, I'm actually already so impressed with whatever skin Hyper Turtle has on here for his drones.
Oh yeah, I think that's the Cerberus skin. The
Is it?
controlled Zerg.
No, I think it's... Is it? That looks a little... Okay, because I use the Cerberus
hatch.
skin.
The hatch is
This hatch
definitely
is.
Cerberus.
But the drones look like something else. I don't know. Maybe it's like part of the Game Heart mod. Well, who knows? Okay, we have a low ground wall. Yeah, what's up?
Well, I think there's another skin set that is robotic Zerg, not mind-controlled Zerg. That might be it.
Simulant, maybe. Either way, skin game on point for both players. Ihan Ree and the classic Nexus coming out from Little Reaper. Already a great start. Half of the game is mental, you know, and having those skins really helps you out a lot.
Well, if that's the case, why don't the pros use them?
Okay, well, they use them in like the less official tournaments. I think in like the more like heavily broadcast ones, it's like they have to use the classic ones so that it's not like distracting or something.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
guess that's
sure.
possible. Like, the skins might mess up their judgment.
Yeah, or maybe they just hate fun. Who knows?
I do think, like, big tournament organizers do hate fun.
Yeah, I remember, okay, I'm forgetting where it was, but it was some European tournament that instead of having it blue and red, they made it so that all of the colors were green and red, and I thought that was really fun. Whoever came up with that should be like, I don't know, maybe they get to be instantly promoted to Grandmaster. Anyways, there is a game going on. Hyper Turtle transferring a lot of his drones down to his natural.
I know he
kind of a move.
He didn't return the gas to the hatchery before he went mining with it, so it's lost. Gone
Yeah.
forever.
Kind of, you know, I was trying not to mention it because it was kind of making me a little sad, but that is true. So small slowdown small hitch for Hyper Turtle here, but there are 2 Adepts on the way. He has 2 Queens coming out, 4 Zerglings, 2 popping out later, so we'll see if he can repel these Adepts, but from my experience, oh, actually no, there are a lot of Lings.
Yeah, I think he's got it unless he doesn't move up to the main, which he isn't doing.
Yeah, Little Reaper comes into the main with these Adepts, get 2 kills, 3 kills, sees the pool as well, 4 kills.
Starts
This is a
shading
lot
out.
of lost mining time for Hyper Turtle. 6, 7
Hyper
kills.
Turtle,
Oh,
I guess
wait,
he
is
didn't
that both
need to
Adepts?
split. Yeah, both of them died.
Both Adepts for 7 drones, honestly, Little Reaper is coming out on top on that trade.
I'd
just
say
by a
it's
little
worth
bit.
it, but
Definitely.
is Little Reaper's wall incomplete? It looks like there's a gap between the cyber and the gateway.
Possibly. Yeah, I think so.
Those incoming lings could just get in his main.
We'll see if Hyper Turtle is able to exploit this weakness in the wall.
We'll see if
Link
he
speed has
notices it.
finished. Wow, okay, Banling Nest on the way for Hyper Turtle. Looks like he wants to get really aggro here. He is expanding to his third, so either he's planning to contain or just straight up Bane Bust through this wall. Little Reaper, Robo finishing, charge on the way, but he's not going to be ready for this many lings this early. But luckily for Little Reaper, the Baneling Nest is not yet finished, so he has some time.
I think Hyper Turtle might be waiting a little long. He should at least scout the front, I think, with a ling or two.
Yeah, oh, there is a wall. The Stalker just walked through it. Or there's a gap.
And I think he might be trying to fix it now, which is bad
What?
for Hyper Turtle.
Banelings are morphing already, though that is not enough Banelings yet. Okay, 5 is, yeah. There's a little screw up with the wall for Little Reaper. Might spell the end for him, but charge is halfway done. He just needs more units. War Prism coming out. Layer on the way for Hyper Turtle, but Hyper Turtle is down almost like 15 workers. So if Little Reaper is able to hold this, Banelings are coming in now, all wasted on the pylon in the front.
That was
Really
less
fortunate
than
for Little
ideal.
Reaper. Yeah. Observer heading home, or heading over to Hyper Turtle's base. But Hyper Turtle does have a third up. If he's able to drone, he can get back into this game economically, but Little Reaper is going for the tech route.
If he's not prepared for the Dark Shrine, which he has no detection as far as I see,
Oh, the layer is finished.
that could be pretty bad.
He just needs to... Hyper Turtle just needs to react fast enough to when these DTs come in.
He also doesn't have Nematized Carapace, so even if
Yeah.
he makes an Overseer, he can't chase down the DTs.
Not fully, at least. Especially if Little Reaper splits them, and I wouldn't put it past Little Reaper, and he's very mechanically gifted, I think, when it comes to the micro.
He's starting Spores now.
That's... Okay, that's... wow, that's good. That's better than I would do, I mean... But there is an Observer still in the natural. Maybe the Spores will see it. Okay, Little Reaper going for a third. Okay, this is really similar to what he just did in this last game.
The third base still has no detection.
Yeah. Okay, Little Reaper coming in with a Prism here. Okay, decides to go for the third with the DTs. There are some units in the main, but no Overseers yet, so we'll see what happens when these DTs come in. Hyper Turtle is going to see this War Prism on the top side. A Spore starting in the third. Okay, so he's going to have detection everywhere. Question is the detection going to stay alive long enough for it to matter? Okay, Spine coming down.
I think Little Reaper idled for too long. He could have gotten a lot more done.
These DTs might die to the Banelings here. Okay, no. Shield's gone, but the DTs are still alive. No Overseer in production yet for Hyper Turtle.
They can just kill the
is
Spore
providing
now.
detection. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like what Little Reaper's doing, focusing on that Spore. More charge lots coming in for Little Reaper. I'm liking this build more and more. If Little Reaper's able to snipe this layer
on the other
here.
side.
Yeah. Wait, where is that even morphing? Oh, the Overseer is here. But Little Reaper is gonna get this lair for sure. I don't think Hyper Turtle can stop this. So that means no more Overseers, but Little Reaper does have to worry about these Spores at each of the other bases. Both DTs die to a Baneling. 2 more DTs being warped in. Little Reaper probing behind this, saturating his third. Little Reaper is going to pick off the spawning pool. Little Reaper putting himself ahead in this second game, or second match tonight. Hyper Turtle kind of in crisis mode now, but now sending all of his units across the map. I don't know if it's going to matter much. There are 3 shield batteries in this wall, as well as plenty of gateway units.
He lost the spawning pool, so he can't build any more units.
Yeah. Desperate attempt takes down 1 shield battery, but the gateway units are already here. I don't know if Hyper Turtle's gonna be able to fight this many units with a battery on here. Yep. GG comes out from Hyper Turtle. Very strong build from Little Reaper with the Dark Shrine once again taking game number 1. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this match either guarantees or denies these players their shot at the grand finals of Kodai.
Yeah, I believe it is the semifinals.
A lot at stake here for both these players. Little Reaper ultimately not succumbing to the nerves of semifinals and pulling out ahead. I think with Hyper Turtle here, it's not enough to
Grant, need you to leave the game so I can make next map. Thanks.
With Hyper Turtle here, it's not enough to just be, scouting the front of these bases. You really have to be trying to send in Overseers or Overlords right into the main so you can see the tech from the Protoss. Otherwise, you don't know what's coming. You are as good as dead as Zerg.
Yeah, but if he had been scouting the front and had moved in with those Lings earlier before Little Reaper realized there was a hole in the wall, he probably could have easily won the game.
Yeah, for sure. But a little bit of that on both sides too, With Little Reaper, yes, he still won the game with these DTs, but he waited a really long time without Warp Prism on the top side. Seems like both of these players need to take a look at their timings and committing to the kill, when they have these really strong builds.
Yeah, they're probably struggling a little bit with macroing and keeping an eye on their harass at the same time.
Yeah, never an easy thing. It's the bane of... It's like kind of that's really the skill check for StarCraft 2 is can you macro and fight at the same time?
And I definitely can't. Usually, I just set up my macro in advance. I overqueue things just so I don't have to look back at my base.
I wish it was that easy. With Zerg, you always have to come back and eject, and if you don't eject, especially if we're going in a unit-heavy composition, you're really dead. But both these players have a lot to improve on, as well as a lot going for them. But starting off, in the bottom left corner, we have the blue Protoss. He is
And in the top right, we have the red Zerg. His name is...
Hyper Turtle. Alright, next ability. Here's what I'm looking for with Hyper Turtle in this match. I think he was showing the signs of aggression early on. I think if he really commits to them, Little Reaper's going to have a hard time defending that really early. At the same time, though, Little Reaper, I don't think he can go without DT build again. I mean, Hyper Turtle would totally be ready for it. So let's see what else he has up his sleeve.
Yeah, probably, if I remember correctly, Zealot run buys or some sort of drop.
For sure. Though I don't think Hyper Turtle is shying away at all from the static defense as we saw last game. I mean, 3 spores in each base as well as the spine on the third. That might help a lot with the run buys. I think what matters more is who can get ahead and keep their advantage economically. Because, I mean, I've seen both of these players. Once they have the units, they know exactly what to do.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think... I can't remember who was ahead in economy the last game. I thought it was Hyper Turtle up until the point the DTs hit.
Well, I think it was the Adepts that got 7 drones, and I don't think Hyper Turtle droned up after that. He was kind of committing to that attack.
Yeah, well, he did stop building drones. He only had like 19, but after his attack failed, I think he did go back and build more.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, at that point, it's the economy is really back and forth. And I think at that point, Little Reaper was building a third. But speaking of economy, Little Reaper out early with a Nexus before his Cyber Core on game 2. Running out a Stalker, at least speed on the way for Hyper Turtle. Looking pretty standard.
Adept this game.
Yeah. Notable difference. Going for that Nexus first. Neon Violet Square revived from its days back in like 5 years ago. I don't know where they pulled this map out of, but really defensive map by nature. You got the rocks on the natural and the ramp leading up into it. not to mention a long rush distance. So Little Reaper is going to be really comfortable with this early Nexus, as well as an easy expansion to his back third.
Now, if I remember correctly, Soccer First in a Protoss build usually indicates some sort of rush or cheese, because you're prioritizing denying scouting over defense or attack with the Adepts.
That's right. Though it is just a robo for now for Little Reaper, so we'll see if that amounts to anything. Okay, wow. 8 Lings out from Hyper Turtle already, denying that probe. Evo Chamber and Roach Warren. Looks like it's going to be maybe +1 Roaches from Hyper Turtle. We'll see how that fares against Little Reaper. If Little Reaper starts making Immortals with this robo, that might be a little difficult for Hyper Turtle to get through.
But if he keeps going Zealot like it looks like he's going, the Roaches will be pretty good against him.
Does Little Reaper have a Twilight?
No.
Yeah, no Twilight yet. I was thinking this might be like a Charge Lot all-in with War Prism, but if the Twilight hasn't started yet, then I'm not sure.
There are some builds that use slow Zealots as a rush in the early game, but I think he's a little late to be using one of those.
Yeah, it looks like the Window's passive for sure. Immortal on the way, where War Prism loads up with Zealots. 3 more pylons in the back of the base, the classic.
Still no Twilight, and he's not moving with the Prism.
Yeah, maybe waiting for the Immortal. I'm not 100% sure. Roach is on the way for Hyper Turtle. Neither player going for that back base. In fact, Hyper Turtle expanding in the direct opposite on the front third. But with these units coming out from Little Reaper, it might be a little difficult for him to keep that third up. We'll see. Immortal and a War Prism heading across the map. More Roaches on the way for Hyper Turtle, as well as +1 almost done, so we'll see if he can hold on to this third.
Attacking this late without any Twilight tech seems like it would be difficult to win, but
I don't know, man. You can never underestimate these classic skin charge lots. Okay, targeting down the third. Looks like this third will be going down. Hyper Turtle wants to save it, but I don't think it's happening. Cancels. Roach is coming down. +1 is not finished yet, so this is not the greatest fight for Hyper Turtle. And reinforcements are warping in already. And that Immortal is doing a number on the Roaches. You cannot fight this early, especially down off of creep without your queens. Great transfuses coming in from Hyper Turtle, but there are too many Zealots. Drones being pulled off the line, but there are only 1 Roach left. There's 1 Roach left, and Little Reaper is warping in with a Prism. There is too much Protoss. This was a really strong timing from Little Reaper.
very impressive. I wasn't expecting it to work out.
Wow, and the Prism Micro with the Immortal! The Immortal is about to be surrounded by Lings, but Little Reaper micros it back with a Prism. Now targeting the lair, but looks like Little Reaper wants more. He wants to get into the main. On top of the production, more Zerglings coming out for Hyper Turtle, but there's still Warpids coming in from Little Reaper. And Hyper Turtle taps it out. A surprising timing from Little Reaper to end game 2. At 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Is this a best of 3?
I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, it
is there
is.
production now? Wow, best of 3. Okay. So that is it. Little Reaper is heading over to the finals, and Hyper Turtle is
We'll bring him in
denied
for
a
interview,
spot.
guys. Go ahead, ask good questions. All right, we got players back in. Questions?
Beautiful work from both of you guys. I was really impressed with both of your performances today. My question actually is to Hyper Turtle as a Zerg player. You know, like when you see that Protoss is turtled up in their wall, what did you think that Little Reaper was like going for? Because I mean, obviously you went for the
his usual
DTs.
thing, which is a 5-minute timing.
Yeah, those 5-minute timings from Little Reaper are real strong.
Yeah, I mean, it's straightforward enough. Basically lost against myself. I was constantly short on drones and overlords, so there you go. That's what you get for playing too much co-op.
Yeah, that'll happen to the best of us. Little Reaper, With these timings that you were putting out, how many of these were planned and how many of these were improv? I was wondering.
For the timing I just did, it was kind of planned. Like I got a build, so yeah. The last one, like I just do that on ladder all the time, and like it works. So I just
Nice. Instability?
I was just. It seemed like you could have added charge into that build order, so I was very surprised when you went pure zealot, but it did work out very well. So I guess I don't really have any criticisms. I was just taken by surprise.
All right. Well,
Okay.
we're gonna
I
have
got
the.
stuff I gotta get back
Yeah.
to, so I'll leave
Thanks,
you to
Hyper
it.
Turtle. We'll finish up the stream. It looks like the finals will be done. Well, maybe we could have it tomorrow even. So it's up to you. Uh, it'll be Regret here versus the Archaic, and the winner faces Little Reaper. So we'll
How
see
about
what
that?
happens there. Yeah, that'll be a fun time. So cool. All right, Instability. Thanks for casting tonight. Regret.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for helping cast as well. And that'll do it for the playoffs. What are your thoughts on the games tonight?
Really great display of talent from all around. And I'm excited to see where Code A leads as well as coming into Code S.
Yep.
Yeah, all the games were pretty impressive from every player involved. Much though some of them were very disappointing. Like I really feel for Cyan in that first game he played
Oh,
against the
yeah.
Archaic. That was a rough.
That was a
rough game.
It was almost a sure win. What he did was the only way you could lose at that point, right? Kind of like offer your whole army.
Yeah.
And fight away from your shield battery, right?
But I guess that's RTS for you, you know? Anything can change in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, that was rough. And for Hyper Turtle, he just kind of mentioned that, he was a little off. He knew what was coming in game 2, but he said he had issues with overlords or drones or something.
Yeah. That economy really playing a big role in players' skill levels, and you especially see it in who wins or who loses these matchups tonight.
Yeah, and we saw the Nachos game. Did you guys catch that one?
Yeah, I actually did. I did happen to catch that one.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? That was Nachos getting. Oh yeah, never mind. It's Regret. So yeah, Regret. He just kind of got the next feel at the next level. He's like, whoa, this next level is just next level, right? So, he knows what that's about. And what's the other one? Revenant Rage, Little Reaper. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, PvP is always bound to be a really fun matchup, so
yeah,
not really surprised by anything. At the same time, really surprised by everything.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, good luck to you guys. We'll see you on the next broadcast. Thanks for watching and hopping on. Instability. And everyone else for watching.
Yeah, for
Take
sure.
care.
See you around.
ya. Bye-bye.
Later.
Alright, well, he does 1 supply damage, which is not bad. And when I say not bad, it means Shuri's is like, oh, I need another depot. Maybe Shuri's gets super extra defensive. But look, Tristan
Gets met by an Archon and shoos it away. Like there's I think the Terran is really strapped for gas. He has a lot of minerals, but he needs gas. He could probably do well in supplementing his stores with some heldbacks.
we know for sure we can't go. That's not really overextending. It's just keeping your players, the opponent honest. Like, do you really have anything in there? Because you guys are fast, right? Your units are fast. The lings are certainly fast. You can always escape. So maybe that's on great. Kind of just send it to you.
Defensive now. Then he thinks that Dark Menace is coming with the timing push. Dark Menace decides to go for a third. So, which is smart.
Tony, come up, come up.
I can't respond to that. There's two of them there.
Alex, Tony, let's help out up there. With the carriers on the top left.
Oh, there you go. All right, so I'm looking forward to see some of the cool builds and strategies you're planning on bringing out. So, all right, we're gonna get started. You're gonna be server definitely muted. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the
His side of the map.
Okay.
He's bird, right? His side of the map. And you know, in terms of eco, he's 11 workers ahead, which is fantastic for a Protoss.
But
And
maybe, but I think he's a little bit oversaturated, is he?
sorry.
Wow.
We can stop complaining about the ping anymore because it's a non-existent factor here. Right? They both
Wow.
have the same disadvantage. This
I don't
is
think
this is dangerous.
enough though. DLS Mizel.
This
Oh
is
man, and
dangerous.
he's gonna get I
I mean, like the harassing. If you could just like smooth it out and actually add on your production a bit faster, you'll notice a huge difference in like win rate very quickly. Because harassing and like actually doing a lot of damage like this is like a very high level thing.
Yep.
So
Honestly, this game is
competitive, right?
Yeah, this is pretty competitive. You know, Little Reaper wasn't building probes for a long time, so even though he did a ton of damage, he's actually still behind in workers. Or actually, I'm sorry, he's up. He's just...
That makes sense. That makes
So I'll
sense.
try and do that for the next games and see if they leave an opening like that. Yeah.
Got it. We were thinking you might proxy, but you never did. That's just really got it. Seth, you have any questions for him?
no, just good, decisive wins there, and then pretty impressive. Looking forward to the next match.
Other thing. Yeah.
Especially,
What do you think about that matchup, Terran versus Terran?
well, it's the hardest race to play versus the hardest race to play. So
Which
it's a
means-
great matchup indeed.
Which means both of you will be stroking your egos, and then at someone,
Greens
she might be
initially, or a
doing
tech lab or
mines.
something.
What are you gonna do?
Oh,
Mines?
she's not gonna make she's not gonna make a battery. That's kind of a mistake, but he is targeting.
She needs
He's
to
kind of
chrono
split
this, too.
targeting. I think if Mizel was purely attacking the pylon, he might be able to just depower this. But since
Exactly.
Chaotic pass because there's just too much action all over the map. But let's start with the bottom right corner, the orange Protoss.
Cyan.
And his teammate, the yellow Terran.
You know, like I said, this build is so strong. You don't have to. You can see here how many mistakes this dude will make. You don't actually have to play